Warning: the following content may contain strong language, controversial opinions, raw conversations, and high levels of accountability. This channel covers business, culture, economics, current events, and real-world commentary. If you're easily offended, this may not be the stream for you. Viewer discretion is advised.
Sweet.
What up? Come on in, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on all post notifications. In need of commercial insurance for your truck and business, there is a link and a phone number in the description below. For Log Rock, up for renewal, looking for something cheaper the next go around, something more affordable, link, phone number in the description. The Log Rock partner to the channel. Come on in, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on all post notifications. It is a Friday. I'm like, why do I be doing these lives on Friday when I know Friday is a slow day? But we're going to get it out the way. We're going to get out the way because it's current. For the people who watched that stream, what day was that? Like Tuesday? We got one call that called in while there was another call on the phone. And I'm gonna play a clip from that. Then we're going to go into the lecture. Because then the next morning in the Discord, there was a little back and forth. And then later that day, there was another situation that came about in the Discord that was kind of similar to that situation that played out on the live stream. So I just want to kind of go over that because I just don't understand why people are scared of customers. I just don't get it. So that's something we're going to talk about. Seems like a lot of these young guys are really just just scared, bro, just scared of customers. So let's have a conversation about that, and then we will be on our way. Shout out to Rudy in the building. Shout out to on another rant. This time he copied the color change in lights. Just saw the clip he posted on X. He tried to rage bait to click on his YouTube. Man, if he want to go and make AI videos and make the time that he has to take to make that shit, that's him, At the end of the day, if that's what he want to do, let him do it. I ain't tripping because imitation is the best. What's the saying? Imitation is the best form of flattery or whatever. See, I don't if that's what he want to do, to take the time out of his day, he ain't got nothing better else going on, so be it. I'm in the real world. The real studio is mine. So if you want to make videos and clips of colors and then make them go real fast to do it, it's on him, bro. God bless him, bro. God bless him. We really have emotion, though, in real life over here. So let him do that, bro. Shout out to Kevin Garrett. What up, though, Mark? I'm watching the 8-hour stream from earlier this week. You think Anthony Lombard dops straight from the court? I don't know. Maybe we'll give him a call at the end of the stream. Shout out to Kevin in the building representing the MGM gang. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. Shout out to Asthma Rolling. What's good? Passing through your city, headed to Wisconsin. I bet. Yeah, so let's just get straight into it. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. It's Friday, so probably going to expect a lighter audience today. Maybe people will start coming in. I did talk to my rep, my YouTube rep, as far as what you guys were saying about the notifications, right? So the reason why you don't get the notifications is because YouTube, their algorithm, they pay attention to everything. So for instance, when the notification, let's say, goes out for live in 30 minutes. So I like to set it up so that you get the 30-minute notification that I'm going to be live in 30 minutes, and then you'll get the notification when the live starts. What YouTube does is, it's like the same thing when you go on your YouTube and you see those recommended videos. If you don't click on one of those notifications, eventually it's going to stop recommending you that notification, even if you got the bell on, right? Because it just shows that you're not interested in it. And the algorithm is not going to continue to send out notifications for something that you're not interested. Now, it may not be the fact that you're not interested, but you see the notification and you may just be tied up at the moment. You may be busy at the moment, or you may be, busy or not busy, but you're like, you know what? I'm running at night, so I'll click the live stream. I'll watch the replay later on that night, and it'll help me get through my 8 hours or my 9 hours or how many hours you're driving. So regardless of what the fact, it may not be just the fact that you're just ignoring it because you're just not interested in content. If you don't click it over a period of time, eventually it's going to stop recommending it to you, even if you got the notifications on and you got the bell on. Now, granted, I haven't been going live as much either, so obviously there's less notifications going out. And I did notice that last year when I took that month and a half hiatus because I was under construction, and when I came back, it was kind of like the same thing. And then as I went live more frequently, things started to build up, right? So that's just what it is. If you don't click on the notifications when they are sending it, it's going to stop recommending it if you're not clicking on it. That's all it is, all right? So there is the explanation for that. All right, so let's get into it. The other day, we had a situation where we were on a live stream. It was a long live stream, about 9 hours. And I was talking to one guy on the phone, and then I was getting calls on the Discord. I kind of ignored it at first because I was on this call, but usually when this guy calls back to back, it's something that's important. So I clicked on the Discord call. So I had, what's Buddy name? Buddy Anthony, I think is his name, on the phone. I had Ty on the other phone. He was in a situation. Now it's late at night. I'm on Central Standard Time. Ty's on Eastern Time. It's like 9 something at this point. So it's 10 something going to 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And he's on the phone with a customer for 40 minutes trying to tell the customer, no, Mark ain't finna be on the phone for 40 minutes with a customer to tell him no. It don't take 40 minutes to tell nobody no. It takes all of a minute. I'm not finna go back and forth. And if you've been watching the channel, this individual, Ty's called in before, and you've heard me tell him that a big part of his problem is communication. Now, you guys have heard me tell him that, but you guys haven't witnessed it, but you guys actually witnessed it the other day. Now, unbeknownst to him, when he was calling in on the Discord, he didn't realize that I was live for the same reason I'm telling you now. The notifications aren't going out, right? So you guys witnessed what I had been telling him when he calls in on the phone. His communication, there's no confidence there. He's unsure. And even with me giving him the script to tell the customer live, he still went back and told her what was in his head. All right. Or what he was probably already telling her before he called me. You heard me tell him what to say. He still said what he wanted to say, which further goes back to what I've been saying. Y'all call me really to just validate or appease what you already have in your head. And that was further proof. That was further proof right there. The next morning, I'm running, and we're going to get to it. I'm just bringing some people up to speed. The next morning, it's 7, 8 in the morning. I'm doing my 3.1. I'm doing my 5K. You dig? And I'm in the Discord talking. You know, I can have a conversation, man, while I'm running, man. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not out of shape like them guys over there, man. So I can have a fluid conversation while I'm running, jogging. And he proceeds to tell me, Mr. Ty proceeds to tell me that, man, you just wanted me to shit on the customer. And I'm trying to figure out, where did I tell you to shit on the customer? I told you that you are not able to do the move. I didn't tell you to tell her that you don't do evictions. I said, unfortunately, we're unable to do this move. You could have took it further. Unfortunately, with Book. The next morning I said, you could have said with Book. You could have said, we don't have any trucks available. You could have said, unfortunately, my truck broke down earlier today. unfortunately, I can't do the move due to that. There's plenty of things that you could have said. It's not shitting on the customer. You called me to give you the script to get you out of the job, but yet still you go back and you tell the customer what you wanted to tell, and clearly you're scared because you're fumbling and you're mumbling and there's no confidence. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this. There was another situation that happened later that day. I'm gonna go over that. We're gonna have this lecture, and then we're gonna check on Anthony, and then that's gonna be the end of that.
Till 1 o'clock in the afternoon, till the public defender gets
And your stuff on
Mark.
back in the day.
Hold on a second, bro. What up, man?
What's up, man? I need help with a decision.
What?
People put
This lady calling me. She talking about she got a eviction. She on the phone right now talking, but I'm telling her I can't do it. But I don't want the bad review. So what should I do?
All right. Now you heard what he said. He said, "I'm telling her,
All right,
I can't.
I
can't do it." Hold on. Let me go back. Bro.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We're unavailable. I don't have any availability. Let me go back.
police officer.
Where was the timestamp at?
They move.
We're booked, bro.
She didn't.
What was it, 48? She does. Like, what the fuck? You don't want to do the move? Hold on.
Yeah, especially if I plead not guilty, because the judge could say you're guilty, obviously.
So this is a trial.
So request not
So
guilty. There you know.
It's what you call it, right?
What? Be there till 1 o'clock in the afternoon, till the public defender gets.
and your stuff on
Mark.
back in the day.
Hold on a second, bro. What up, man?
What's up, man? I need help with a decision.
What?
People put
Mind you, it's 9, almost 10 o'clock my time when I'm on the live. So it's 10, almost 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time because he on Eastern Standard Time.
This lady calling me. She talking about she got a.
Now, mind you, people be calling me all times of the day. So when y'all be like, man, people be calling me on Instagram, Discord, all type of shit. And I be picking up, helping people. So it's not just on YouTube.
She got an eviction. She on the phone right now talking, but I'm telling her I can't do it. But I don't want the bad review.
He telling her he can't do it, but he don't want the bad review. Now, later on in this conversation, I asked him, like, did she tell you that if you didn't do her move, she gonna leave you a bad review? Because that's muscling you into doing the job. And even if she tried to muscle you into doing the job, I'm still not doing the job. I could give 2 fucks about the review. All right. So when he said that, matter of fact, because I'm just playing it, but I want you to look at my face. Look at the face I made when he said that shit. Why did I make this face? Because it doesn't make sense. I've never heard nobody say, yo, if you don't do my move, I'm going to leave you a bad review. I've never heard that in my life. That's why I made the face.
So what should I do?
She can't give you a review because you don't want to do her move?
take it to a storage unit.
But like she is, 3 people just canceled. 3 people canceled on her and now.
Bro,
This happened after. As soon as I heard.
All right, so 3 people canceled on her. That's a red flag to me. Why? Why did 3 moving companies not want to take her money? Why did 3 other companies walk away from this lady? Is that something that I'm willing to take a chance and find out? Probably not. All right.
And I'm like, no, I don't handle evictions. That's what I told her.
3, it's an eviction. Right? Are you equipped? And when I say equipped, there's some things not like equipment wise. Are you financially equipped to handle an eviction? Are you schedule wise equipped to handle an eviction? Evictions are not something that may just go, it may just not go seamlessly, right? It could get hostile. Even though the sheriff is there, a person that's getting evicted is probably not well prepared. They're probably not packed. You know, there's a possibility that, you know, they may not have the money. They're getting evicted, which means they're months behind on their rent. This is a person who, one, has, you know, displayed some form of irresponsibility, or two, they may not be irresponsible. They may have just fallen upon hard times. So are you equipped financially to go in there, do the job with the potential of not getting paid, right? Because you still have to pay your guys, right? The move may be prolonged because, in my experience, most evictions, and I stopped doing evictions after so many years. We used to do them. I stopped doing them, right? Because every single eviction is just not efficient for the reasons why I just said. All right? You
Not be on the phone giving.
you could just be like, yo, I'm booked. We're closed for the day. It's 9 o'clock out there.
No, she wanted tomorrow. She told me that. She didn't tell me that before the move.
We're booked, bro.
She didn't. Huh?
We're booked.
No sheriff coming. The only people that will be.
Now, mind you, he has her on mute. You hear her in the background. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. She's just rambling in the background. He got her on mute and he's calling me. Now, she's been on the phone for 40 minutes because what she's doing, and he don't understand that, she's working them. She got turned down by 3 other companies. So 3 other companies turned it down and or walked away. One or the other, a combination of the both. She's literally on the other phone running her mouth. He's not paying her no mind because he's talking to me. She's working him. Why? Because she's had him on the phone long enough that she sees a little open. She see a little flex with him. So she's trying to weigh on that. She's working him. Because a real entrepreneur, a real business person would have been hung up on her. She could have been listen, no means no. No means no. She can talk. Look, ma'am, I'm hanging up now. Unfortunately, we don't have any availability. Ma'am, there's nothing we can do. I don't have a truck. In order for us to move you, I have to have a truck available. Without a truck available, I can't move you. All my trucks are booked. Unfortunately, ma'am, I'm sorry. We can't provide service for you this time. Maybe if you give us a shot next time you move, maybe we'll have something available. I got to hang up now, ma'am. I wish you the best. Have a good day. Click. Goodbye. That's it.
Already.
Why are you so concerned, bro?
I already told her that. Okay, I'm gonna just tell her I can't do it.
Like, why are you like nervous and like finicky about it, bro? You can't do it. What do you mean she's gonna get a bad review?
I'm about to talk to her. I'm talk to her right now. I'm gonna talk to her right now.
She does. Like, what the fuck? You don't want to do the move. Now, you heard me to tell her that we're unavailable. Unfortunately, we're unavailable. Now, let's see what he goes back and tells her.
I apologize, but I'm on. It's gonna be a no for me on the move.
Because you think I'm lying about the sheriff coming out?
It's gonna be a no for me.
You gotta see my reaction when,
but I'm on. It's gonna be a no for me on the move.
Because you think I'm lying about the sheriff coming out?
It's gonna be a no for me because the company doesn't deal with the eviction processes.
I didn't tell him to say that. I said we're unavailable. I said tell the lady that you're unavailable. Why would you tell her you don't deal with the eviction process? I didn't tell you to tell her that. She gave you that information. You're going to use that information to your advantage and say we're booked. You don't have to, y'all talk too goddamn much. I didn't tell you to tell her to say that. I said tell her you're unavailable. Tell her you're booked. That's it. You don't have to go into further explanation. We're booked. It explains it all. Less is more. Less is more.
Right.
We're booked, bro.
You didn't talk to someone that.
Just tell her you don't have availability.
Right.
For,
Now you see me still coaching. The lady is in the back working him. She working his ass. He fumbling and mumbling and stuttering and just nervous and scared to hang up. For what? Why?
You
I want to.
like, you think the sheriff is coming. Is that the problem?
No, this company doesn't deal with
You
evictions
don't have
from.
Just tell her you don't have availability, bro. From before he even went on the phone, I told him, just say you don't have availability. I'm still telling them, just tell her you don't have availability. Just tell her you don't have availability. He keeps telling her we don't handle evictions. He keeps telling her we don't handle. I'm still telling them, just tell her you're unavailable. He keeps saying we don't handle eviction. It goes back to what I always say. You want me to appease what you already got going on in your mind. You want me to validate the bullshit that you already got. So when you come to me and I tell you what to do, you still do what you want to do. I'm so glad that this played out live so that you could see it. Because I think some of y'all just be thinking I just be talking.
I'm not evicted yet. That's the whole.
So just tell her. I already told her that
She's not evicted yet, and she's right. She's about to be evicted, but that's the overlay for the underlay. She's working him. That's why I'm telling him, don't even mention the eviction. Just say you're unavailable. By you saying the eviction, now you're starting a conversation about eviction. I'm not evicted yet. Less is more. I'm unavailable. It's nothing. There's nothing to talk about it. Listen, we're booked. There's nothing to talk about. We can't do it.
had availability.
Not have availability, bro.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we're unavailable. I don't have any availability.
All right.
Why is it so hard for him to tell her that? Why is that so hard?
I just don't have availability for the move. I apologize.
Then he's stuttering. He's struggling to say it, bro.
All right. I don't have availability for the move. I apologize.
Like it's like 3.
All right.
Cancel.
All right. I'm gonna have to end the call. I'm sorry.
Okay, can you just information text?
What'd she say?
All right. I'm gonna have to end the call now. I'm sorry. Oh my. All right. I hung. I had to hang up on her,
bro.
She wasn't gonna stop talking.
Hey, if she's not evicted, bro, yeah, she still has 4. She still has 4 days to get her shit out of there.
Who is it, bro? You got to deal with trial tomorrow, bro. Let me handle this.
All right.
You can't tell nobody nothing. You stay where you stay on the phone. Let me handle this over here. The situation listen, Daddy calm. I'm like, why is this nigga keep? What do y'all need, Big Mark? It's like, damn, bro, I can't even get up here. Time we talk, I think it was live. See how nervous and shit you is and shit, you jittering. Man, I don't give a fuck what you got going on. Let me tell you something. So now this goes to the next day when he says, man, Mark, you wanted me to shit on the customer. No, I don't. It's 11 o'clock damn near at night on your time, and somebody's begging you. They already done told you 3 people done walked away. It's 11 o'clock at night damn near. And she's on the phone with you, begging you, working you. She's desperate. That's a red flag, bro. That's a red flag. It's not shitting on the customer. I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to get into this lecture. A customer shit on you. If he would have went and did that move the next day, and got all her shit out, right? And took it to wherever it needed to be taken to, whether it be storage or whether it be somebody's basement or somebody's garage. And she didn't have that money, and she would have hit him with a sob story. At the end of the day, it would have been his responsibility to still pay his workers for that time. He's still in the coming up phase, so he's renting the truck, the mileage, the truck cost for the day, the material costs, all that shit would have come out of his pocket. And her knowingly, for however long that job would have taken, whether it be 4 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours, she would have known all those hours that once that job was complete, she didn't have the money to pay him. I've been there before. I know what that feels like. When it happened to me, it was a $700 lesson that I learned. From there on, I was a lot more, I paid attention to a lot more when I was booking those moves. When I was booking moves, right? Because the situation where it happened to me, it was a similar situation on the call. It was a last minute type of thing. And guess what? That customer, he was so bogus to the point where when he knew he didn't have no money, the whole time we were doing that job, you would have thought the way he was directing and how particular he was that he would have paid, right? Me, if I know I'm gonna stain you, somewhere in my heart, I'm gonna feel bad, right? So if you move me from point A to point B, I'm just gonna tell you to put the shit in a room and then I'll figure that shit out. Okay, we got the shit from point A to point B. The hard job is done. I can handle this. Let me just get them out of here because I don't got the money to pay them anyway. This motherfucker had us going around assembling bunk beds. We put something in one room and he asked his wife and she was like, nah, let's put it in the other room. Hey, can you move this dresser? Let's put this in the other room. And say he had us doing little tedious and particular shit like that. And then at the end, didn't have the money to pay. So I know what that feels like. But it was a $700 lesson back then that I learned. And every job that I booked going forward, especially if it was a last minute job, I paid attention to details, right? It made me a smarter businessman. It made me a more, I don't want to say ruthless, but, I just, I guess that compassion that you have for people, I lost it. It only takes one person to fuck it up for everybody else. And that situation was it for me. I don't have no compassion. I realized at that moment, a customer would do you in. You know why? Because he wasn't compassionate. He didn't have compassion for me. He was particular. He could have easily said, man, just put all that shit in the living room. And him, his wife, and his kids could have figured that shit out on their own. They could have put their own bunk beds together. But he didn't give a fuck. He made sure he held us there until every screw was screwed, every leg was put back on. Even he had us putting shit in the room and then taking it out and moving it to another room. I lost it. But I learned. Ty tells me the next morning, I'm trying to get him to shit on a customer. Man, I felt bad for her. All right, well, keep feeling bad for people. Keep learning not knowing how to read the room. And you're going to keep having these situations where you get caught left holding the bag. This isn't the hospitality industry. This is not a hotel. This is not a restaurant. This is not McDonald's. Man, my fries ain't hot. That spoilage or shortage, that's minimal in compared to this. You paying 2-3 guys $25, $30 an hour. That's $50, $60 an hour. Plus material costs. Now times 10 hours. It's different from a person saying, yo, these fries ain't hot. That's a few pennies. That's different from a hotel saying, hey, can you come change these sheets? It's a different ball game. So let's talk about it. The customer's not always right in this industry. Final mile moving, customer ain't always right. Box trucks, final mile, the customer is not always right. I don't care what somebody told you. I don't care. I'm telling you from my experience, customer ain't always right. Customer don't know more about my shit than me. Can't no customer tell me about my business better than me. They just can't do it. Sometimes you got to tell the customer no. The customer, you've heard it all your life, the customer is always right. Not true. The customer should always be treated with respect. The customer should always be treated fairly. The customer should always get what they paid for, right? The customer should always receive professional service, right? The customer should receive clear communication. If your company makes a mistake, you should take accountability for your mistake and make things right. But none of that means the customer gets to run your business. That lady the other day was trying to work him into accepting her move to the point where she was willing to stay on the phone for 40 minutes. There's no reason. There's no way I would have been on that phone 40 minutes with that lady. And I keep seeing a lot of the young guys make this same mistake over and over and over and over again. Somebody else came in my Discord, Zoe, later on that day, same situation. A lady that they had moved literally the same day, the next day, but, you know, after this stream, but later on that day after the conversation from the recap I had with Ty that morning. Some customers miss they don't realize how much stuff they have until they start packing, right? They gauge what they think in their head, but, you know, when you get there and you start the job, and especially if you're doing it efficiently and you're moving and you're not taking breaks and you're actually moving efficiently and there's a sense of urgency, right? Sometimes the job takes longer. You got to remember, the customer doesn't do this for a living. I don't care what they think. A customer will tell you, well, when we moved in, it only took 2 hours. Well, the people that moved you in, they didn't wrap anything. You used Buddy in them. You used little Buddy in them. You didn't use some pros. So they just came and threw your shit in the truck and kept it moving. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. Or you might have rented a U-Haul and moved yourself. So on a professional side of things, you didn't wrap anything either. You just grabbed and go. When you're grabbing and going, yeah, you're eliminating a lot of time that it takes to properly prep an item. A lot of the time when people move themselves, they'll have their friends and family and cousins and things of that nature. So now you got 8, 9 people moving a 1-bedroom apartment. And then on top of that, you're not wrapping anything. That's why it only took you 2 hours. Right? So in their mind, well, it only took us 2 hours. But then when you get there and you're actually breaking the table down, wrapping every leg, wrapping the table, wrapping each chair for the table, breaking the mattress down, wrapping the mattress, putting the mattress in the mattress bag, wrapping the headboard, wrapping the dresser, wrapping the chest, taking the glass out of a cabinet, wrapping the glass, wrapping the curio cabinet, wrapping the china cabinet. That takes a little bit more time. And now this lady is upset because what she thought in her head, it was going to come out from a time perspective. When she added up the hourly, it came out more than that. So she tried to lean on Zoe. For a discount. And when he didn't play ball, because in his head, he said, no, we moved, this was efficient. She left a 2-star review. And not only did she leave a 2-star review, she went to Thumbtack and told Thumbtack that they treated her bad because she was a woman. So he comes into the Discord frantic because all these guys are young. Ty, all these guys are like 27, 28. They young entrepreneurs. They just trying to fit, but they got that new thing that a lot of the young guys got. Listen, y'all got that thing in y'all generation. Y'all got y'all playing the game with this instead of this. He come in the Discord later on that evening, like, man, Mar, I'm thinking about suing her. I'm like, suing her for what? Man, because she went to Thumbtack and she told him that we discriminated against her because she was a woman. I said, but did she put that in the 2-star review? He said, no, she just told it to Thumbtack. And Thumbtack was just like, we not believing necessarily what we saying. We not taking neither person's side. We just here to mitigate it. Maybe if you could just make a show of good faith with the customer and maybe give them an hour back, right? So I'm like, well, what you gonna sue her on? She hasn't publicly disparaged you. She told it to Thumbtack. All right. And whoop-de-doo. What you gonna sue her for? Because she told Thumbtack a lie, and people lie on people every day. She didn't do it publicly. You just want to get back at her because she went and lied on you because in her mind, she felt the job should have been an hour or two less. Gonna be always customers that feel like that. Now, let me tell you something, too, before I continue into this lecture. We're in a society now where people use these reviews as leverage, all right? In my early days, like y'all in y'all early days now, the review thing was just becoming a thing, right? When I got started, reviews weren't a thing. They were just starting. I remember I was already in business a year and a half when Yelp came on the scene, right? People were just starting to use it. Back in my day, the way people, would do what they doing to you now as far as the reviews, they would report you to the Better Business Bureau, right? The Better Business Bureau now is a thing of the past. It still exists, but like your generation doesn't know about the Better Business Bureau, right? So now when I was getting started, reviews were just now starting. So consumers didn't learn the power of them then. Let me not say they didn't learn the power of it. The power that they have now, because we're about 15, 16 years of review culture now. So now, because of how it's evolved, they understand the power of a review and how they can use it as leverage against you. See, they couldn't use it as leverage against me back then because a lot of people weren't writing reviews. It was still very, 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 very new. But it has become a thing. You cannot let a review dictate how you run your business. You can't let a customer use a review against you as leverage. Ty's like, man, if I don't book, you heard him say it. If I don't book the move, she's going to leave me a bad review. Ty, did she tell you that? No. So why are you thinking that if you don't book this move, she's going to leave you a 1-star review? Why are y'all so worried about a 1-star review? The lady didn't even tell the man she was going to leave him a 1-star review. But he's thinking in his mind, if I don't book this move, she's going to leave me a bad review. So you're going to let a 1-star review that's fabricated, that's false, that's not real, put you in a situation where you're going to go work 8, 9, 10 hours and not get paid. You get a 1-star review, whether it's warranted or it's not warranted, go get 5. Go get 5 5-star reviews. That's how you deal with that. You're going to have some 1-star reviews that's warranted. You're going to have some 1-star reviews that are unwarranted. This is part of the game now. This is the culture that we live in now. Everybody looking to get something for nothing. Deal with it. It's just what it is. Stop being scared of customers because they threaten you with a 1-star review. Stop being scared that the customer may call somebody else. Let them call somebody else. The answer ain't always yes. So sometimes when people call me, they want me to appease what's in their head. I'm not going to appease it. The answer is not always yes. Yes doesn't always make sense, and yes doesn't make sense in every situation. Every customer is not necessarily your customer. Every customer is not necessarily your customer. Every job is not necessarily a good job. All money ain't good money. Every dollar is not good money. There's plenty of jobs that I've turned away. One of the most profitable words that you can learn in this business is the word no. Even in just general life, no. You know how many people I tell no to just in just normal life? Hey, Mark, can I borrow this? No. I was just telling my chick that. She was just giving me kudos for that literally like a week or two ago. Because when I first met her, she used to tell everybody yes. And I told her, start telling these niggas no. And she used to get mad at me because some of these motherfuckers is family. I tell family no all the time. Why? Because family will fuck you the most. I still got a cousin. We don't talk. Got a few cousins like that. Hard times. All right, I got you. I'm going to pay you back. Never seen it. You know why? Oh, well, you got it. The fuck? Had a cousin borrow some money. Boom. Asked for it back. Why you borrowing me about that funky ass $100? The shit wasn't funky when I gave it to you. When you asked for it, wasn't funky then. But now it's funky because I'm asking for you for the shit back. It's funky now, right? It's funky ass. It's funky now. It wasn't funky when you asked for it, right? No. Some of you guys think customer service, a good customer service, is making a customer happy. It's not customer service to me. That's obedience. That's like being obedient to a customer. There's a difference. Your responsibility as a business owner is to provide a great service, right? Or to provide a service on something that you agreed upon, on a price that you agreed upon under certain conditions that were agreed upon. That's what good customer service is to me. That's the transaction, not to make a customer happy. Some customers you can go above and beyond for, still not happy. I was talking to one of my contractors last year, and he was telling me about this lady that he had completed the job, the floor. And he said once the floor was completed, she told her daughter, and they got down on their hands and their knees, and they went through the whole property on their hands and their knees, filling around on the floor, looking for imperfections so she could have a reason to ask for a discount or possibly not pay. The whole property literally got down on her hands and her knees. Some people you just can't make happy. Some people just ain't going to be satisfied. Some people going to always be looking to get over for whatever reason. Do the job that you agreed to do at the price you agreed to do it, under the conditions that you agreed to do it, and do the best job you can. It's the only thing you can do. Not everybody's going to be happy. Sometimes the customer is going to ask you for something and you're going to feel like you have to do it. No, you don't. There's going to be a customer that asks you, and you hear me say this all the time. If you're in the Discord, you hear me tell guys scenarios all the time. A person could call you. They tell you they live in a studio apartment. You start to ask questions. I'm not going out to look at no studio apartments. Studio is a studio. What do I need to go out and look at it for? If you want to go out and look at a studio, that's on you. I know how to ask questions. I know my city. If you give me the address, I'm going to probably know the building. If you tell me the name of the building, I'm going to know the building. I'm not going out and looking at no studio. You tell me you live in a studio apartment, all right, what floor you on? Is it an elevator or is it not an elevator? Stairs or not stairs? What you got? How much furniture? Anything unusually heavy? Where are you moving to? What floor are you moving to? Do you need to make any additional stops? You quote the job based on the information that the customer gave you from the questions that you ask. Your crew arrives that day. It's not a studio apartment. It's a 1-bedroom or it's a 2-bedroom. It's packed from floor to ceiling. And they got a storage locker or two downstairs in the basement. More boxes than they estimated. More stuff in general. And what does the customer say? Well, since you're here, has this happened before? Of course. Why do customers do that? For many reasons. They booked other people. People have gotten in there, and it's more than what they told them. So they walked off the job. They waited to the last minute to book, and they tell you it's a lot less with the hopes of you squeezing something in because it's peak time of the month versus being honest because they were irresponsible and forgot to book movers, and everybody's telling them they're booked. So they say, "Oh, it's just a little bit. You can squeeze this in somewhere." And you do it, and then when you get there, it's a lot more, right? That right there costs people money. I've seen that happen to some people in the Discord. Ty, I've seen that happen to him this summer. But when they say, "Yo, well, since you're already here," that shit doesn't change the economics of the job. You could have another job booked, right? Because you booked another job based on what this customer told you. Yo, this is a studio. So I'm gauging 2 to 4 hours. So now I got another job booked with a window from 12 to 3. But now this is a 2-bedroom. So now this is a 4 to 6 hour job. So now I'm going to run late for my second job. It changes the economics all the way around. You agreed to A. Now the customer is asking you to do A, B, C, D, and E. You can discuss B, C, D, and E, but B, C, D, and E are going to come with a cost. Or it may not come with a cost because you may have to walk away because you got something else scheduled. Does the customer who did everything right that you have the window for in the afternoon, should they bear the brunt of this person lying to you? No. But that's where some of you guys mess up at. If I got a studio, you tell me it's a studio, and I schedule you for a studio based off what you told me, and I give you a studio window, and I gauge it with my experience, and now I'm setting the tone for the rest of the day, and they get there, no, we're not doing it. But Mark, they paying. What does that mean? They lie. So now this person, you're going to be late for this person. This person might have an elevator window. Should this person be penalized because this person lied? A lot of you guys put yourself in that situation because you just don't know how to say no. The fear of bad reviews. But they're going to leave me a bad review. We hear they're going to leave me a bad review if we walk off. So what? Let them go put a review and say the movers came and they showed up and they walked away. And then that's when you go under it professionally and say, hey, well, the initial call, you said you had a studio, X, Y, and Z. But when the movers got there, it was D, E, and F. It was a 2-bedroom. And then you let the people who are reading the reviews decide. I remember a long time ago, I had a customer who called a book. And at that particular time, we were like a 4.8, something like that, 4.8. And he said, you know, I'm going to go with you guys. He questioned about a few of the 3 stars and the 2 stars and shit like that, right? That got us from a 5.0 to a 4.8. He questioned a few of those reviews. Well, what happened here? What happened there? He said, well, I'm going to go with you guys because your reviews are more realistic. So I'm telling you this, guys, to say some people, like you got big moving companies, right? Big companies, right? That have money for marketing. So they get a lot of moves because they got a shit ton of money for marketing. And some of these companies here, they got 100+ trucks. Private companies, 100+ trucks, the professionals, New City, shit like that. And you're like, damn, how do they get all these moves and they got thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of reviews and still be a 5-star? You think they don't fucking make mistakes? Of course they do. But you know what they have? And you know what? We got 50 people. We got 15 likes. Let's get the likes up to 20, at least 50%. 50% for the likes. Let's get the likes up to at least 50% of the people that's in here. Badass says never reply to a bad review. I disagree. Why shouldn't you reply to a bad review? If a person says, hey, we got a studio, you have a 10-minute conversation gauging what they're telling you as it to be a studio apartment, and you get there and it's a 2-bedroom and you got another job scheduled for a window because you gauged this 8 a.m. job to be a studio, right? You have to make a decision as a business owner. If they go leave you a bad review and say, hey, they walked off the job, that's when you go and you respond professionally and say, you know, the movers did, because they said it was a studio. If you got receipts and the platform allows you to add the receipts, you can add the receipts. They said it was a studio. We got there, it was a 2-bedroom. Here are the pictures. Because they said it was a studio, we gauged it as a studio. We gave a window for a typical studio move, but unfortunately, we have other moves that day, and that would have pushed that crew behind. So unfortunately, we had to keep in consideration the customers that actually provided more valid information when they booked their moves. So we had to walk off this move. We tried to reschedule it. The customer didn't want to reschedule, and that was the business decision that we made. And then you leave it up to the general public to come up with a conclusion. Yes, you can dispute it, but not every platform gives you that option. Yelp, Thumbtack, some don't give you that option. Yelp doesn't really give you that option. They'll filter certain things based on their algorithm, but they don't give you the option to remove it. It's your word against theirs. If the truth is on your side, there's nothing wrong with responding professionally. The problem is some people get ghetto, they get ignorant, they get emotional. Read what I said above. Do not reply to a one-star clue. Just click dispute and explain to Google. Okay, so what about Yelp? Because Yelp doesn't remove the reviews. What about Thumbtack? What if they don't remove it? Me, I'm not scared to respond to a review. What if they what if the one-star review is warranted? You still don't respond to it? You definitely respond to it. And you say, you know what? You're right. Unfortunately, we didn't get it right for you this time. Hopefully, you give us the opportunity the next go around to get it right for you. There's going to be a customer who's looking at reviews, and it's going to be like that guy that I talked to some years ago and said, you know what? This is a real company. Here's a person that took accountability. I feel a little bit comfortable because if something does go awry, if I hire him, here's a person who has publicly held himself accountable and taken responsibility. That's something, or a company that I feel comfortable with. Some of y'all just terrified of these reviews. Y'all let the culture, the review culture, y'all let the review culture scare y'all. There's nothing wrong with a few bad reviews. It's like the guy told me years ago. It shows that you're a real company. Going back to what I was saying, and I started reading this. People look at these companies that got thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of reviews, especially in moving. You think out of all these fucking jobs they done did, to the point where they got thousands of reviews because they got 100+ trucks, you think nobody ain't never scratched the wall? Nobody's never scratched the floor? Nobody's never scratched a dresser? Of course they have. You're human. You're going to make a mistake. I've made a mistake. You've made a mistake. If you got 50 trucks rolling every single day, peak moving season, you mean to tell me 50 trucks, an average of 2 to 4 guys, let's say, on the truck. Out of all these guys, you mean to tell me all these guys 6-7 days a week are perfect? No. Well, Mark, how are they keeping the 5-star reviews? Because these companies have money. Hey, I'll give you a steak dinner if you remove your review. Hey, I'll give you a $100 Amazon gift certificate if you change your review. You, new person who has a limited budget, who is a struggling small business owner, you don't have that type of budget to give a $100 gift card 3 or 4 times a week. Or maybe more. You allow these 1-star and these 2 stars and these reviews to terrify you. And now the customer knows you're scared of them. And the moment a customer realizes that you're scared of them, and that you're afraid to enforce your own policies, you're going to have problems. I'm going to leave you a bad review. Wait, hold on. Wait. You might not even did nothing wrong. Man, this job should have taken 3 hours. Well, unfortunately, ma'am, this happened, that happened. You didn't book the elevator. Well, that's not my fault. It is your fault. Well, ma'am, there's another moving company in the elevator at the drop-off. There, it's loaded. You got to go find the engineer. They got to get this shit off, and that took an hour to do. Well, that wasn't my fault. What do you want us to do? We can't do nothing until they get their shit off the freight elevator. So your shit is still on our truck, and we're still working. Even though we're sitting in the dock, we're working. We can't unload because we have no elevator. That's not our problem. So now you gonna leave us a 3-star review because we charged you for something that was beyond our control. We still have your shit on our truck. So technically we're still working. Who's right? We're right. Customer goes and writes the review. The only thing you can do is you can dispute it. And you can also, if the platform allows you to dispute it, but you can also respond to it. Most of these people that book you aren't business owners. They don't understand how business works. They're more emotional than you. You're emotional. They more emotional. Why? Moving is stressful. The whole process is stressful. It's tedious. So you did everything correct, but now they threaten to leave you a bad review because of something that's beyond your control, and you want to give them a discount. I'm not giving you shit. Why do I have to give you a discount when we did nothing wrong? Not every situation warrants a discount, especially if we didn't do nothing wrong. I'm not letting the customer bully me or lean on me for something that's beyond my control. That's your fault you didn't book the elevator. That's your fault that now that we're here, you need to go find a building engineer and tell them to get this shit off the elevator because you got the freight elevator booked from 2 to 4. So clearly either that person that's moving out or moving in with the other moving company, they probably were late. They're probably slow. Most likely they were late. So they need to figure that shit out. But you put $250 down. You paid a $400 moving fee and you reserved the elevator from 2 to 4. They got to get that shit off. You need to go find that engineer and you need to tell them to get that shit off the elevator because your movers are here. This is your time slot and you're on the clock. And then whatever you lose due to inefficiency, because we're charging you for that, you need to take that shit up with the property manager and tell them, yo, you need to give me $150 off for the time I lost with my movers on my next month's rent. That's who you need to go take it out on. Sometimes you got to coach the customer. They don't know. Some of these customers be yuppies, bro. This is like their first or second time really being out here on the world on their own. They don't know how to maneuver out here. So sometimes I've had to coach people. Yo, you might want to go talk to the property management and say the time that you losing while the truck is sitting, they might need to kick you that back on your next month's rent. Oh, that's a good idea. Some of these people are just like getting out on the world on their own. They just leaving the nest. Some of these people aren't really proactive like that. Some of these people are scared to talk. Some of these people are scared of their own goddamn shadow. I've seen it. Sometimes people are just unhappy because you just didn't give them what they wanted. Now, if my company damaged your furniture, now it's different. If my employee was disrespectful, that's different. If we showed up late without communication, without communicating, that's different. If we charge you something, let's say that wasn't disclosed, like a hidden fee, like a long carry fee or something like that, that's different. Those situations need fixing. Let's do this. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Hold on. Hold on. How do you... Give me a second. Let's get rid of... there we go. All right. Now that I took care of that. All right, so if we, or if my company has done something based on some of the examples that I've given, then those situations would need to be fixed. But if you book, or you in your mind misgauge or miscalculate based on your lack of experience, and the job took more than what you're thinking in your head as a customer, then that's on you. That's not on us. That's not poor customer service. That's a disagreement over expectations. If I'm on the job and we humping, you're not taking no cigarette breaks, we don't smoke. Like during the pandemic, I remember when I had to come back out in the field, it was customers that would feel bad. Like, man, don't y'all want to stop and eat? No. Why? Stopping and eating is going to slow me down. It's going to slow us down. And then after we eat, that shit going to slow us down. No, I'm going to keep moving. Please stop. No. A lot of the time, I'm going to keep it a G with you. I'm going to keep it a G. I ain't never had those complaints, bro. You know why? Because customers see it. You can't deny what's in front of your face. If you see motherfuckers is humping, it's 90 degrees. When a customer is asking you, they see you drenched. You ain't slowed down. Yo, please take us. Please. I'm finna order Jimmy John's. Please stop. No. What's known don't need to be explained. So when people be saying, man, Mark, they tripping over the hours, sometimes in my head when y'all come in the Discord, I'm really, because I ain't there. I'm gonna ride with you, but in my head, I be thinking, yo, is you really out there humping? Is you really out there humping? A customer can't really bring you up on them charges if you really humping. I've had customers that have literally said, yo, in my mind, I thought this was a 4-hour job. I'm happy to pay 7 hours because y'all moved efficiently the whole time. Y'all never took a break. Y'all never moved slow. There was always a sense of urgency. I totally miscalculated what I thought this would be in here. That's why you the professional. And never said, yo, I'm not finna pay. I thought it was 3 hours. It took y'all 7. No, they saw it. They witnessed it. They were there. So when some of y'all be coming into Discord and y'all be saying, yo, the customer, in my mind, I be thinking like, yo, is you really who you say you is? Because I ain't never had them problems. I'm not gonna give nobody no discount because of something. They expectation. They not the professional. I'm not finna give away my company's labor because I'm scared of a Yelp. What is a Yelp? I'm not scared of no Yelp, no Google, no Thumbtack. No star is gonna scare me or bully me into giving you something that you want. You can allow the threat of a bad review become a weapon that every customer, and you know what type of weapon I'm talking about, every customer can hold to your head, can hold to the head of your business. No. The moment you allow customers to do that, you're no longer making business decisions. You're making decisions based off of fear. When Ty called the other day, you heard it. You know why he was stumbling? Because he was scared. I'm just, listen. It's what it is. You heard it. Look, I'm going to let somebody on the phone scare. No, I'm not coming. We're not doing it. Why? We're booked. We're booked. There's nothing I can do, man. We don't have any trucks available. We're booked. I wish we could do it. You know, I told a customer one time, they just couldn't understand what booked was. Big Mark, I told him, I said, look, we're booked. Listen, I would love to take your money. Sis, I love money. I told her, I love money. I would love to take your money. But unfortunately, I can't because I don't have a truck available. We're booked. I know you've moved with us the last 2-3 years and you referred us to, they tried to pull all this stuff. I referred you to my colleagues and my friends, but you waited to the last minute. Just because you've referred us and you've used us, I appreciate that. Truly, I do. Thank you. Thank you. But it's nothing I can do. I only have so many people and so many trucks. Now, unless you have some flex on a date and a time, if you don't have that flex, then the time that you want, we just don't have it. It's too short notice. What do you want me to do? This is not like a nightclub where, okay, well, we're at capacity, but you a big spender. You a big spender. Am I going to run the risk of one extra person coming in the nightclub? Yeah, I run that risk. That's different. You think this fire marshal, if he come in here, he count every single head? No, we already done hit the alderman on the back end. We hit the alderman on the back end. I'm from Chicago. I know how the game works. That's something I got a little flex in. Letting one extra person, our max capacity is 100. Man, buddy, spend money, let him in. All right, so now we at 101. That's a little different. If I ain't got a truck, I ain't got a truck. That's it. Now, no, it doesn't always necessarily mean absolutely not. It could be yes, but. So for instance, can you make an extra stop? Now, this is where communication comes in. It's something that I keep trying to tell Ty to work with. Yes, but some of you guys may charge extra stop fees. Big Mark never charged that. Why? Because I'm charging you by the hour. Can you make an extra stop? Absolutely, but the clock keeps going. The clock don't never stop, baby. That clock don't never stop. Never stops. So if you want to make extra stops, great. The clock just keeps going. And you kind of want to vet that out at the time of booking. So that's a question that you can ask. Are there any additional stops that need to be made along the way? Sometimes a customer may have downsized. So they may have went through a breakup. So now they lived in a bigger place. They went through a breakup. They move into a 1-bedroom. They put some shit in storage. So they may forget to say that at the time of booking. So now you ask them, yo, is there any additional stops? You know what? Yeah, we need to stop at the storage facility along the way and pick up a few things. All right, well, the time starts once the movers get there. The time ends once the job is complete. So the moment they get to point A is when the time starts. So once they load up point A and traveling to the second pickup, all that is on the clock. Communication. If you charge additionally and you let them know that. Can you guys take these extra items? Depends. You could say absolutely, but we need to change the scope. If it's an hourly thing and it's a few extra items and you got room on the truck, really no big deal. Customers do it all the time. Hey, I forgot to let you guys know I got a crawl space or I got a storage space. That's one thing. But let's say a customer, and this happens all the time. Hey, I got a mattress and a box spring. So you don't charge them an hourly. You charge them a flat rate as two items, mattress and box spring. You might have a little special, a little $99 mattress and box spring special within a certain mileage. But then when you get there, hey, you think you can take these 2 nightstands too? They want you to just say yeah for the same 99, but no. We need to change the scope. Do I charge him by the hour? No, I might throw on an extra 50. How much extra is it really going to take for me to throw a blanket on each nightstand and throw some tape around it? Not much. That's something that one guy can do, right? But I still got to tag you for it. You ain't getting it for the 99. I need 150 about you. I need 150 about you. I'm sorry, but we got to change the scope. A weak person who's scared to open their mouth, pause. Who's scared to open their mouth. Deep down, they know they want to charge more, but they scared that the customer is going to get mad and leave them a 4-star instead of 5-star because you charged them an extra $50. Man, get out the way, pimp. You in the way. You in the way. You in the way. That's why you going to be doing this shit for 7-8 years and you ain't going to have a pot to piss in, a window to throw that shit out of, because for 7-8 years, you're going to be like George. You're going to be like George. All these years ain't got shit to show for shit. Because you let people get over on you. I need an extra 50 about you. Because guess what? I'm going to tell you something. You tell him, all right, bet. I'm going to take them too. Ty going to tell him, yeah, because he's scared to open his mouth. Pause. Right? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. So he going to go in there thinking you got a mattress and a box spring. They're going to ask you to take, can you just take, and it's going to be like a little diesel too. Especially, and then y'all, these chicks be knowing what they doing. That's why they put on the little. Why is you moving? Why you got on Lululemon? With the crease up in the shit up in the crease with the, they know what they doing. You think you can add this extra? Nigga like Ty gonna say yeah for the 99, right? Fuck around and have a kerfuffle, a little kerfuffle or something. I don't know. The nigga might trip or something. Might trip. Worker might had a situation in the Discord yesterday. His worker, was it his worker? Somebody's worker, the dresser fell off the back of the truck. Completely just fell off the back of the truck. Don't ask me how, bro. I don't know. And just splattered. The dresser fell off the back of the truck and splattered. So it might be something where it ain't you, it's your worker. So now you taking these 2 extra items for the same price, a mistake happens, and now the customer looking at you. Now, mind you, you weren't supposed to take the goddamn nightstands in the first place. That's not what the customer asked. But now there's a kerfuffle, and one of the nightstands get damaged. And now the customer looking at you like, man, how we going to fix this? That's why you should have charged them. See, this is where the experience come in at. So then when you ask me these things on the channel, when you ask me these things in the Discord, and I give you the answer, and then you still go do what you want, this is why I'll be like, fuck y'all niggas. I'm not finna be coming on here doing this shit all the time. Because you scared to charge a customer. Man, get out of here, bro. I'm straight, bro. I'm charging a customer for every single thing. Everything. You ain't, I don't even, this the first time we met. You ain't no 8, 9 time customer. You ain't got 8, 9 stars. Is you an 8, 9 time customer? All right, we might show you a little flex. You a 5, 6 time? All right, you know, that's a little bit different. All right, you know, we know you, man. Come on, man, just throw it on there. A customer like that, they ain't even gonna ask the guys. They gonna call. They got a relationship with the owner. Hey, Mark, I know I said something, but you know, I forgot about this little nightstand, man. You think they could throw it on there? Miss Johnson, man, don't worry about it. I'll call the guy. Hey, man, throw that dress on there for Miss Johnson. We charging extra, no, don't worry about it. I'm not tripping on Miss Johnson, man. We done ran a rackets with Miss Johnson. That's a difference. This is where you use your judgment at. I'm not finna look out for some chick who got some Lululemon. She trying to throw that ass to get a little extra. I'm not looking out for her. We might not never see her again. I need that extra 50. Can you guys wait till I get the keys? Shit, at this point, shit, we done moved you out. Your shit on the truck. We ain't got no choice. But guess what? The clock don't stop. I've had that shit happen. Hey, Mark, so-and-so on line 1. Yo, what up? Man, Joe, we done got the customer. We at the drop-off, but, man, she ain't got the keys. Well, where the keys at? She said she got to go pick them up at the leasing office on the other side of town. I bet. Well, tell her, shit, I'm going to call the next customer, tell them there's a possibility you're going to be late. I'll deal with the next customer. But, you know, let her know that this time that y'all wasting, because, shit, that might take an hour. She on the clock. I bet. Can you come back tomorrow? All right. Well, now you got to pay overnight storage. And now you're paying for 2 moves. Well, why I got to pay for 2 moves? Because your shit fucked up. For whatever reason, we can't move you into this new place today. The shit is on the truck. So now we got to bring the shit back to my warehouse, right? Unload it. Why? Because we're booked tomorrow. So this truck has a move in the morning. So yeah, we can come, but we're not going to be able to deliver this shit till tomorrow evening. So the time it takes for this truck to get back to the yard, unload it into the warehouse, that's what you got to pay for. And then tomorrow, when the truck comes back to the warehouse, loads this shit up, that's when the clock starts and we deliver it to you. Well, you know, it ain't my fault that the people at the new apartment didn't move out. These are real scenarios I'm giving you. Well, what you want us to do? This shit can't stay on the truck. If we would have known this before loading the truck, we probably wouldn't have did it. So I'm supposed to not do 2 moves tomorrow because of your kerfuffle? So I'm supposed to lose 2 jobs for 1. Nah. This shit needs to come off and it need to come back on, but it's got to come back on when we have the availability, and the availability is tomorrow evening. Now, the only other option you got is we can take this shit down the street to public storage or used storage or so-and-so storage and unload it and bill you out for this. And if you want to call somebody else tomorrow when that person at the new place moves out and have them come load you, it's still going to be 2 moves because you're going to have to pay them. Now, if they go write a 3-star review or 2-star review or 1-star review, it happens. They're frustrated. They're emotional. What do you want me to do about it? We're in a culture now where people use reviews as leverage and to lean on you. I do feel for y'all new generation guys. I do feel for y'all. It's not something that we had to go through. The review culture was just beginning when I started. It didn't evolve. It has evolved into this now. So I do feel for you guys, but you guys y'all let that shit. Nah, bro, don't let that shit. Mm-mm. So in a situation like that, that's a separate trip. Not being difficult with that customer, just establishing the terms. That's business. It's not personal, it's business. They're looking at it personally because it's an unfortunate situation for them that's beyond their control. It's business for us. Here's something that I've seen come up a lot this summer with some of the guys that I've been, going back and forth with in the Discord, Ty and Zoe and Justin and some other guy. Can you move something that your crew cannot move safely? Y'all keep doing it when you should be saying no. Gun safes. Some of y'all don't know how to properly move a refrigerator correctly. Who was that in the Discord that had to call me on video call? I'm looking at this shit. It's a big dumbass. I don't know what. Oh, it was a commercial refrigerator. This shit was like bigger than a Sub-Zero. It was like a double door wide commercial refrigerator that had to go to a second floor of a restaurant. 2 guys. I'm like, bro, you don't know what you're doing. You can barely move a top and bottom 30 cubic foot refrigerator. You ain't one of them guys. You don't know how to do. Well, why are you in this situation? Man, I thought we could do it. Why did you think you can do it? Why do you think you can do it? The answer is no. Well, I didn't want to. You didn't want to what? You're going to get 5 stairs up, buddy ass knees is going to buckle because y'all still don't really even know how to use the straps. And then the strap going to come out, the refrigerator going to come down, buddy on the bottom going to get crushed. Then what? The answer is no. Which leads me into stop being afraid to lose the job. You ain't cold like that. If you ain't one of them guys like that yet, then you not one of them guys. Eventually you'll get there, but you gotta get there. This is why I tell y'all, start with small things. Start with studios, start with dorms, start with 1 bedrooms so you can build up your experience. But y'all want to keep going into the experience things. And then that's why y'all keep getting into the trouble that y'all getting into. Because you scared to say no. Because I don't want to lose a job. But then somebody gets hurt, somebody gets injured, or you damage a $20,000 commercial cooler, and then you coming to me and then you want me to fix that problem for you. You struggle with saying no and being afraid to lose a job like you're desperate or something, bro. Stop being desperate, bro. Just like I can smell the desperation in that lady the other day when Ty called into the show and we could hear the lady in the background. I can hear it. He's still learning. I hear the desperation. All the signs are there. Customers can smell it too. Man, you need this little short paper, man. Yeah, we gonna lean on. He need this money. He need this little short 700. He need this little 1,200. You need this little short 1,500. So then you start to compromise before the job even begins. Another company said they gonna do it for $8. You quoted $1,100. Hey, Mark, man, they said another company gonna do it for $8. All right. Let them do it. Yesterday, I swear for God. Man, Mark, I need your help with this long distance move. All right, bro, I'm on the phone right now. I'm gonna call you back in the Discord when I get off the phone. But you can text me, though. You can text me. This motherfucker texting me in the Discord. I'm on the phone. Text me. Cleveland to North Carolina. They said the best they can do for 25. I said, well, tell them go ahead and find somebody else. I don't even have to stop what I'm doing to know that it's going to cost you more than $2,500 to do that job. Tell them to find somebody else. Well, man, I can see what the best if they just told you all they got is a 25, then like, bro, I'm not finna like it's gonna cost more than $2,500 to do the job, bro. You gotta remember, you in a U-Haul truck. You in a U-Haul. You paying $1.09 a mile. On the weekend, it's like $1.39 a mile. What you talking about, bro? I don't have to sit down and do anything. If they all they got is 25, and I know you going from Cleveland to North Carolina, and you gotta bring your punk ass back, then 25 ain't enough. You paying for even if you know I do some player shit and I hire another company down there to do the unload and we fly you back, you still paying for the mileage going down there. Plus the load, plus the cost of the hire, plus the plane ticket to get you back. It's going to be more than 20. The cost alone, the cost of the job is going to be more than 25. What are we talking about? I don't want to go back and forth. Like, I don't have time. That's why I'm not getting off the phone. This is why I don't care how many times you call me. I'm not getting off the phone. I'm on the phone with my OG. I'm not finna get off the phone knowing that Cleveland and North Carolina, 2,500, but they need to do that shit themselves. If that's all they got, unfortunately, they need to do it themselves. But you know what? Motherfucker gonna think, man, it's 20, man, shit. Man, fuck with Mark talk. I'm finna go get this 25. Had this shit happen before. Man, I took the job, man. I'm already at the 25 and I ain't even left the state yet. I told you don't take it. Man, I know. Man, how you knew it was gonna be? Bro, I've been doing this shit for fucking years. I told you don't do it, but you thirsty. You looking at 25. I'm looking at how much it's gonna cost you to do the job. You're desperate. Customers gonna challenge your price all the time. Cool. Especially long distance moves. And then what you start doing, negotiating against yourself. I'm not finna do that. Once I sit down, you tell me, Mark, I need a quote from Chicago to LA. Once I sit down and do my quote, I'm gonna do it 2 or 3. I'm gonna give you 2 or 3 options. And if you can't work with me on those, because I'm gonna give you the most efficient. No, I'm gonna give you the most premium all the way down to the most cost efficient for you. The most premium is us doing it all inclusive. The most cost efficient for you as a customer, especially like something small, if it's like a dorm or a studio 1 bedroom, may be, I'm still gonna give me some of that paper. Don't think I'm not gonna talk myself out that paper. I'm gonna give me some of that paper. So now the most cost efficient would be like, you know what? If you can wait 15 to 30 days, I'll send the crew out there, load you up. We'll take it to pods, unload it in the pod, and pods will get it there 15, 30. So I'm gonna get money on the load to come load you up into my truck, take it to pods, and unload it in the pod. I'm gonna get that little show paper. I don't think I'm gonna talk myself out of all the paper. But I'm going to give you a few different solutions. The most premium, you already know, nigga, we ain't, before I even sit down right now, for me to move you to California, depending on the size of your move, we talking about at least $20 bucks. Before I even sit down and start to doing the calculations, ain't nothing shaking for less than 20 on the real. Now, remember, we had Buddy 2-3 years ago said, man, ain't nobody going to pay that. You see, and remember, this was 2-3 years ago. And see, that's why he where he at, and that's why I'm where I'm at. He said he went from Atlanta to Colorado for 12. That's why he fucked up out here in these streets. Nigga, it's going to cost me at least $10,000 to do the job. That's a on a premium from here to California, regardless if it's a 1-bedroom or a 3-bedroom. That's a weak job, bro. It's going to take them 2 to 3 days to get there, 2 to 3 days to get back, plus the time to load and unload. What are you talking about, bro? Before I even sit down and do any calculations, my minimum right now, just off the top of my head, is going to be at least a dub. Would I suggest a person in a 1-bedroom? Nah, I'm going to probably give them the most cost effective. Yo, we can load it up. We can take it to pods. That's going to be the most cost effective. For a house, nah, we selling the premium. You know why Buddy ass couldn't believe that shit? Because listen how he talked on the live stream. He couldn't even articulate himself. When you get a customer on the phone, you have to be able to articulate and sell your business. You can't turn the nigga off. Good afternoon, this is Mark. You ain't gonna know if I'm a black man, a white man, Anglo-Saxon. I'm talking correct, proper English. I'm not speaking like I'm talking right now. We kicking it right now. Good afternoon, this is Mark. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Sure, yeah, we can move you from Chicago to California. Where in California are you going? San Diego. San Diego? Okay. Have you been to? No, I haven't gotten a chance to go out to San Diego, but I heard it's beautiful. So are you relocating? Is this a job thing or? Yeah, sure. Oh, okay. So will we be dealing with the company as far as the invoicing or? See, Ty couldn't do this. Ty ain't that cold yet. You heard Ty. He ain't that cold yet. He don't know how to what they call that shit, when you can flip it on them, what's that word they use nowadays? You taught me and you tell me that you need to move from Chicago to California. I gotta get it. I gotta get it. I gotta get it. Ty gonna be Hold on. Mark, I got a customer that want to move from Cleveland to California. What should I tell him? I don't know what to do. Buddy ass, man, the customer ain't gonna pay that much. Nigga, this motherfucker's out here doing $70,000 moves, $100,000 moves. What are you talking about? Well, when you see that Mayflower truck pull up, boy, when you see that Wheaton truck, boy, pull up, that Atlas truck, when you see them loading and unloading the house, boy, come on, man, stop playing. This motherfucking company's moving. Citadel just moved from Chicago to Florida. Sure, they probably bought all new office furniture, but some of the shit moved down there. Who you think? They didn't pay. Whoever they paid, probably like a Mayflower or Atlas. Man, that shit was a 6-figure move. 6 figures. Believe that. Believe that. You're not going to pay it, you fool. customer tell you about somebody else, then shit, I already know what my bottom line is. That's why I gave you options. This is the best I can do. Now, if you want to negotiate 100, 150, 200, something short, I know what my profit margin is, then yeah, but if we talking about, yo, I know it's going to cost me, if I told you 10 grand and I know it's costing me 7,500 to do the move or 8,000 to do the move, I can't say, yo, we can do it. All you got is 5. I can't do it for 5. I know it's costing me 7,500. I know it's costing me 6,000. I already know what my cost is. I'm charging you 10. Mark, can you do it for 97.50? I bet I can do it for 97.50. I know it's costing me 7,500. I'm not gonna lose a couple $1,000s for $250. That's a difference. I'm not going to negotiate that with the customer because I'm not going to insult the customer on such a high ticket thing. No. Now, if they say, man, well, if they knock off 100, well, can you do it? If I charge them 10, they say, well, can you do it for 9,900? Yeah. I'm not going to say, well, I knock 100 off. No, that's an insult. Well, man, so-and-so said they can do it for 5. Well, I understand. Trust me, I understand. But unfortunately, the price that I gave you is the price that we're able to perform the job for. And then I don't have nothing else to say. Like with a lot of people, especially the young guys, like the buddy we played earlier and some of the other guys that I come across, they have the need to feel every silence. I don't. It's just going to be that awkward silence, right? Because I'm going to give them time to think. I don't have to justify every dime. I'm not finna go through on the phone why my price is my price. I've did that already. Because once you start to justify your cost, then I'm letting the customer into my world. Now they're going to try to dictate what my profit margin is. I'm not doing that. I'm not finna go on no 15, 20-minute speech explaining to a customer why the cost costs so much. I'm going to give them the information. I'm going to give them the price. I'm going to give them the value. I'm going to sell them. And then I'm going to allow them to decide. Sometimes they're going to say, yeah. Sometimes you're going to have a rapport with a customer that may have used you for smaller jobs, and they're going to go with you regardless. They ain't really fretting over no money. They just trust you already. Sometimes they're going to say, let's book it. Sometimes they're going to say, no thanks. And if they say no thanks, you tell them thank you. Thank you for considering us. That's it. I don't understand why some of y'all be so scared to like lose or not get a job. You know, so. Let's talk about communication. Firm communication. And this is where me and Mr. Tyrone, the following morning, seemed to have a misunderstanding. Firm does not mean being rude. Ty said, man, Mark, what you wanted me to shit on the customer. No, I said, tell the customer that you were booked. You didn't have any availability. Man, man, I'm just trying to help her out. Man, see, you ruthless and all this shit. No, I'm not. Being firm is not being rude. Being rude is bad business. right? You don't book jobs being rude. Being emotional is bad business. Arguing with customers is bad business. Being disrespectful is bad business. Being firm is that's just professional. What we witnessed early when I played was like passive communication. I'm sorry. We don't do evictions. I guess we could probably do it. Aggressive communication could look something like, "That's not my problem. You should have told us that before you booked it. You should have told us that before we got here." That's not good either. So when he said, "Man, you want me to shit on a customer?" All right, I said, "Tell the customer you didn't have any availability." That's a firm response. We don't have any availability, and stand on it. It's not disrespectful. It's not rude. It's firm. And that's it. No attitude, no argument, no emotion, just information. That's it. Is it truthful? No. Customer doesn't know that. If you've realized at some point that eviction jobs are more trouble than what they're worth, and you've decided that you no longer want to perform them, then you have that right. But you have to be able to professionally articulate that. And what I was telling him to do was the professional way to go about it, and just wasn't getting it. He was more emotional, and you don't need to be emotional to be firm. Most of the times, the strongest person in a disagreement is the calmest person. Another thing that people need to remember is that your employees are always watching you. Something else that I've seen that has been a challenge for a lot of the guys in the Discord, especially the young guys. The young guys, they struggle with this the most. Your employees are watching you, bro. And the reason why I think some of these young guys get challenged is because of some of the mistakes they make and how they handle certain situations. And this is something I think that they don't think about. Even when customers kind of disrespect some of your employees, they're watching. See how you handle that. See how you stand up for them, or if you do stand up for them. And not saying something like, "Man, shit, this move finna be $1,500. So man, shit, let them see what." Nah. Your employees need to know that you'll protect them. Your employees are watching if you're putting them in a tough situation because you thirsty for money. Somebody was recently telling me that the guys, I don't know who that was. I don't think it was Ty. Put them in a rough situation. They didn't feel comfortable doing it because they wanted the money. They're going to lose respect for you. If they don't feel comfortable doing it because it's beyond their level of experience, and you shouldn't make them do it. You shouldn't sacrifice their dignity to keep a customer happy. You should never do that. So when I see these guys having trouble or having problems with their workers, it's because the workers are watching every single thing that they do. And I think the big issue is taking every single job, especially jobs that are beyond your scope of expertise. Mm-mm. Oh, I see what happened. Give me a second. Give me a second here. Sorry about the camera. I think the last thing I want to cover before I conclude is stop being desperate. Desperation makes you say yes, bro. And I don't know why some of y'all are just so desperate, bro. Like y'all act like y'all like it's no tomorrow or some shit, bro. Like there's gonna always be another job, bro. Especially like Ty, I see you in here. You good for this shit, bro. Like you just like, bro. And I'm just keep it a G with you. You gotta understand you still a rookie out here in these streets. So these jobs that you know are just beyond your scope of work, you have to say no, bro. You're gonna end up getting somebody hurt. Or you're gonna end up damaging something. And it's gonna be a customer who just got resources and money to play with, and they ain't gonna let that shit go. They ain't gonna let it slide. And they gonna make your life a living hell, especially if you know you out here under the table and you still learning. If you're still learning under the table, you shouldn't be taking big jobs out of desperation because you looking at that money. Like Congo took that big job, I think out in Barrington. It was a big job. He charged them people $15,000 deposit and got there and couldn't handle it. Beyond his scope of expertise, beyond his experience level. And then you get a bad review. Accept your reality of where you're at in this journey. The bigger the job, the more challenging whatever it is that you may be hired to move, whether it be a gun safe, a commercial cooler, a commercial refrigerator, a piano. You need experience to move it safely. And you need to make sure you have things in place that if something goes wrong, you can correct it. If you know that you don't know what you're doing, stop taking on these jobs because someone happened to just dial your number. Stop being desperate. You're in desperate need of bro, stay in your lane. Y'all joking, we're running up a bad. See, Ty, this is where make sure you hit the like button too. Subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. This is where you struggle at. Because you're not running up a bag. You're not running up a bag. If you was running up a bag, I would tell you was running up a bag. You know who running up a bag? Cordell's running up a bag. We're gonna get credit where credit is due. I always get credit where credit is due to the young guys. You're not running up a bag. The reason why I be challenging you is because this is what, like with you the type of person you gotta get that tough love too, because you just don't get it. Cordell, the type of guy, he gonna get it and he gonna go on about his business. He gonna get to it. He gonna consume it and get to it. You the type of person, like, motherfucker you gotta bump your head. Motherfucker gotta put their foot up in your ass and shit like that, just in the same way. Some people gonna get it, and some people gotta learn the hard way. You just the type of person who gotta learn the hard way. You're not getting to a bag, bro. If you was, I would have been on the channel like I love coming and giving the guys that's getting to it, they just do. They kudos. You ain't there yet. Trying to get you there, but shit, your ass be tweaking. Let me call Buddy ass, man. Make sure Buddy's straight.
Hi, you've reached Anthony Lombardo. Sorry you
All right.
missed your call. I'll give
Ty,
you
you call in if you want to. Yo.
Yo, what's up? I'm calling up for him.
Cuz, man, you in my chat.
I'm just watching.
You tweaking. You know, we can't have no tweakers in my chat.
Oh, shoot. I ain't tweaking on you, man. You know, man, I'm getting it back, so I ain't worried about that.
Come on,
You actually be helping me, man. Like everything you be telling me, man, be making me better. So
see, if you listen the first time,
you gonna let them keep clowning.
You say what?
I say I'm gonna let them keep clowning while I'm just watching my account grow.
The other day, I told you what to say. The only thing you had to do is just say it.
Nah, that's fact.
Do you see where you fucked up at?
Yeah.
All right, so
you know, but I was just thinking about it too much though.
Why is it so hard to listen, bro? Why is it just so hard to just listen? Just be honest. Keep it a G with me. Just be honest.
Because I think about the overall situation I was in that day. I already booked her, and I already told her I could do the job, but now we ain't got no availability.
Yeah. The truck broke down. The thing is, you didn't vet her out properly. You found out she was getting...
No, that's why I was
hold on. You found out she was getting evicted, so now you got to get up out that jam.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you got to get up out that jam. Man, the truck broke down. We don't have any availability. I'm not going to tell a customer who's getting evicted we don't do evictions. That's just too much. Less is more. We don't have availability.
Mm-hmm. See, and I'm learning that too. See,
but I told you that. See, first of all, let me tell you something. First of all, you calling me at 10 o'clock at night. Do you think that's bolding? That's bogus, ain't it? Do you think it's bogus to call me at 10 o'clock at night? Let me ask you this. Who else in this space is going to pick up the phone for you at 10 o'clock at night? For free.
Nobody. That's what I mean.
So you calling me at 10 o'clock at night. I answer for you. You ask me to help you. At 10 o'clock at night, I tell you what to say, and you still say the same goofy ass shit you've been saying. And then you expect for me to continue to pick up the phone for you when you get in these awkward situations. All times of the day and night. I got other shit going on too, bro.
I know, that's why I don't blow you up.
So when you call me, you calling me because it's some shit that you don't know what to do. So you call me for my expert advice.
Your expertise.
I'm an expert, bro. I'm an expert.
Yeah, and a lot of people ain't got that.
So when I tell you, bro, you just got to do it. Or else I'm just not going to tell you no more. But this one I'm going to do the next time you call me. I'm going to walk you down that dark alley. I'm going to give you, no, I swear for God on everything I love. The next time you call me, I'm going to appease you. I'm going to give you what you want. Because I want you. I'm telling you this, so don't call me. Because the next time you call me, I'm going to walk you down that dark alley. I'm going to give you what you want. I'm going to appease you so that you can, a hard head, make a soft ass. That's what mama used to say. You know what that means? Sometimes you gotta learn the hard way. You gotta bump your head. You gotta feel it. Some people gotta feel it. They gotta feel it before they realize it. They gotta learn the hard way. You one of those types of people.
You know.
Yeah, you are. Because there's plenty of times we talk and you just do what you want to do. That shit be low key. I don't like that, bro. I don't really like that. But it's like the good old saying goes. If I was Anglo-Saxon, would you listen to me? The first time?
What was that? What was that, man? Anglo-Saxon.
What it is, and I see this with a lot of y'all. And we've seen it with George play out in real life. It's just like, man, if it's me, you got to learn. Like, how many times have I told you something and this came into fruition?
Shit, this nigga in the comments don't even know what he's talking about.
No, I'm asking you.
Fucking clown.
You can't even focus. Worry about you. See, you can't even focus, bro. Boy, I be so oblivious to shit that don't mean nothing, bro. You can't even focus.
Oh man, this is an internet dude, man.
Why you work, bro? It's a lot of internet dudes. I was dealing with one the other day. You think that shit bothers? You can't let shit like that bother you, bro. Especially when you trying to get information that's gonna make you better, but you're being distracted by the chat. I don't even know what's going on in the chat.
No, I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
I'm not.
Every day you talk to me, I'm getting better.
No, you supposed to, but it's taking too long. I don't like how long it's taking.
I don't like
because
how long
I be
it's
telling
taking,
you
man.
shit.
It's a process.
I be telling you shit, and you be, bro. Like the other day, bro. I'm glad that played.
Flowers don't bloom overnight, but when they get to that
online. I'm glad that played online. I'm telling you what to say, and then you go back and say something just completely different. You never heard me say eviction. Eviction, the word eviction never came out my mouth. I said, tell the lady that you're unavailable. You have no availability. We don't handle evictions. When did you hear me tell you to say that? I didn't tell you to say that. You heard me say, unfortunately, we have no availability. That's it. Less is more.
Right.
So it don't sound like you got too much going on today, huh?
No, I'm done.
Okay. What's today, the 28th?
I had to.
That's it?
Yep.
Man, you supposed to have 3 today, bro. It's the end of the month.
I ain't had nobody to work. I
Oh,
had to go.
you ain't got
After
no
the second one.
What happened to your workers?
I ain't had nobody to, you know.
I don't know. So I'm asking you.
Niggas don't want to work.
So what did I tell you to combat that earlier in the season? What did I tell you to combat that earlier in the season, bro?
There's a lot more people.
And why haven't you done it?
Them niggas be getting off of there is trash.
Bro, what did I tell you to do at the beginning of the season, bro, to combat this problem?
Keep hiring.
Okay, so why haven't you done it?
I did.
Okay, you just told on
Niggas
yourself.
is
Hold
trash.
on,
They come.
stop. You said I did. You shouldn't have did. You should still be doing. Hiring never stops, bro. What are you talking about? You never stop hiring, bro. You just told on yourself. You never stop hiring. Everybody is replaceable. If you don't want to do it, then somebody else will, bro. So why'd you stop hiring?
I was just rolling with the people I got.
And guess what? Hey, we don't want to work today, Ty, man. All right. So now I got to miss out on money because y'all got control over my company more than me. You gonna let somebody have control over your company more than you?
Man, we do it. Man.
Hello?
Yeah.
All right, bro. I can't talk to you, bro. Like all this slow and dragging. I can't do that. I can't. You ain't saying shit, bro. I ain't got time. So if you want to talk,
Every time I say something, you cut. Every time I say something, you cut me off. Like,
I want to know why you ain't still hiring, bro. Because I told you to never stop
keep hiring. These Craigslist people,
huh?
not good. Them Craigslist people, not good.
You said what?
I'm getting people from there. I'm getting people from Craigslist.
Said you did, bro. I told you don't stop hiring. All these cats is dude. Listen. Listen to me. You listening? What this shit is?
Yeah, I hear you. Keep training these keep training on every single job. Like,
All right, Ty, you got it. I'm straight, bro. I ain't got time. You don't get it, bro. You don't get it, bro. I be trying to help you and shit, but bro, I can't have this dragging conversation like you. I don't even know what you saying, bro. I'm straight, bro. Time.
let's talk.
I don't got time, bro.
Asking questions. Like, how you asking
I
questions?
asked you why you stopped hiring. I'm asking you why at the end of the month you ain't got none. You said, man, they don't want to work. All right, why'd you stop hiring? Well, I said, I told you to keep hiring, man. I did. Okay, well, why'd you stop? Man, they trash. Okay, well, we said that. We said, bro, you coming into an industry where, first of all, y'all don't want to work no way. Nobody wants to work no more. This is where we at with it. So more labor-intensive jobs is going to be harder for you to find people, which means you're going to always have to continuously, or you're going to always have to continue to hire. You can't stop the hiring process. You're hiring because you need people. You're hiring because you're looking for the best people. The people that you got now, they don't know, bro. What are you talking about, bro? There's no. It's the end of the month. This is when I need you the most. What do you mean no? All right, so, all right, no, I bet. Jose gonna tell me yeah. Michael gonna tell me yeah. Fernando gonna tell me yeah. All right, well, man, Ty, man, you ain't put me on the schedule in 5 days. Yeah, because last week you told me no. They ain't telling me no. I need somebody that's gonna tell me yeah. Especially now. This is the end of the month. This is the end of the season. Moving season is coming to an end. It's the end of the season. It's the end of the month. This is when we make our money. It's no now. You know when you tell me no? On the 13th, on the 12th, on the 11th, on the 16th. You don't tell me no on the 28th of August, on the 29th of August, on the 30th, the 31st, the 1st of September. This is when people's leases are up. It's the end first of the month. This is when we have to make our money. And then this is the end. This is the very end, bro. You might gotta have a little run at the end of September, but that's it. It's over with. There's no. You prepping your guys for this moment. Hey, whatever you need to do, get it done, because you know at the end of the month, we running. You got it though, pimp. You ain't really saying shit.
I'm good, man.
You're not.
My profit is
Stop
up.
lying.
Like, I'm not.
Stop lying. I talk to you all the time. You ain't got to lie to
My profit is up. I'm good.
Take your time. You don't.
I'm good.
All right, then. I don't want to talk to you.
What you mean?
Because, man, I don't, bro, it's not worth talking to you.
You gonna keep.
You're not talking. You sound like, I don't know why you sound low and way, and I don't have, like, bro, what are you talking like that for? What are you own something, or what's going on?
I don't smoke or do none of that. Stop listening to these comments.
Bro, all right, I don't want to talk to you, bro. Go back in the chat and go comment bang with everybody in the comments. That's where your focus is at. I'm trying to get to the bottom of what
I'm listening to
go
you.
talk to them
I
in the
just told
comments.
you.
Ask them to help you in the comments, bro. I don't got time. You calling me at
They
10
can't help
o'clock at night.
How they gonna help me?
7 in the morning. You sending me this. You blowing me up here, asking for this. But then when I try to have a conversation with you and you worried
As
about
you see, I'm working. I'm working.
Call me about nothing no more, bro. Call the people in the chat.
Dude,
Call
they
them.
can't help themselves. How they gonna help me? I don't understand.
I'm trying to have a conversation with you and you not responding because you too busy worried about
same people in the chat every day.
Bro, it's people in the chat. It's people on other places. It's people is gonna be people, bro. Why are you letting people dictate your motion, bro? I don't let people dictate my motion, bro. Nobody, bro.
Bro, Mark, you've been helping me. Like, come on, man. Like, We have conversations off the air. Come on.
So I'm trying to have one with you on the air. You don't, Ty. This is a learning lesson for other people. You think you're the only person in this situation? Is somebody gonna learn from this?
I'm tired of people. I'm tired of people learning off me, man.
It's people learning
Ain't
off
like they
other
gonna
people.
implement it anyways.
It's plenty of call-in clips that is not you, bro. You ain't the call-in clip king. This is different people. Clips going back for years. You might be on one.
Oh, I don't got no clips on here because
You the
it don't really
Discord. You
happen
the
on here.
Discord clip guy. And I don't. The Discord conversations ain't recorded.
I don't talk about all my information on here.
So I'm just trying to figure out why you stopped hiring and why you ain't got no moves today, bro. You supposed to still be working. It's 2 in the afternoon, pimp.
Oh, you right.
What are we talking about? It's the end of the month, boy. You know how many college kids is moving right now? How many people are moving? This is the long distance time. Most long distance moves I've ever done, peak for long distance, always come August, September.
What I just called you about yesterday, though.
But even with that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like when they told you that number, I'm saying, nah, ain't shit shaking.
They said he could do more. He said he could do more.
But you told me 25. That's what you told me.
He said he could do. He said he could do more. I said you're not even gonna get. The truck's not even gonna be that.
If you tell me, man, they saying they only got 25, then it's not worth me getting involved. Because see, for me to listen, you don't know how to book it. You don't know how to calculate it. So that means I got to sit down, talk to the customer, get all the information, and calculate it so that I can say if it's worthwhile for you to do or not. But if you telling me that they saying they only got 25, my expertise knows, my experience is going to be more than 25. Cleveland to North Carolina, it's more than 25. And you rent, you
was gonna say that.
You in a rental truck, so you paying for miles and everything, bro. Like, nah. See, what you gotta understand is when you doing a long distance move, you gotta understand that you have to include the cost of the return. Customers paying the return cost. Customer pays for everything, bro. So when you coming back, that's included in the quote. You don't come back for free. Customer pays for that. So even if you drive the truck down there and you deadhead back, the customer is paying for that. That fuel, that mileage, that labor, customer pays for that.
But we were gonna do the flights back. We were gonna do the one-way rental.
You called me to coordinate it. I didn't know how it was good. Once I talked to the customer and got a feel for the customer and got their budget, I was going to come up with a plan. Who says that was the plan?
Right.
Who says that was the plan?
Right.
But you got it though.
No, I don't got it. I mean, I don't know.
So that's cool. I'm just gonna let you figure that shit out from going forward. I can't be giving y'all come to me and y'all don't be listening. Y'all listen, but then y'all have to come back and then tell me I was right, bro. Like, bro, I'm so sick of that shit.
You ain't never heard experience is the best teacher, though?
I am the experience, fool.
Okay.
But go ahead and bump your head. See, me bumping my head when I was where you at now is different than you bumping your head now. And then don't take this the wrong way. I'm a little bit more sharper than you.
I don't know.
So me going through the learning curve, my first year is different than your first year. See, I didn't have a me to talk to, but I'm way sharper than you, right? So that's why like
Different times, like you
no,
said,
it got
different
nothing to
times.
do with times, bro. It don't got nothing to
You
do
just said it did.
No. It don't got nothing to do with times. We ain't talking about cost or nothing like that. I said I'm a sharper person than you. That has nothing to do with time. I mean, if you want to go to time, maybe we can say, yeah, because, education. But even still, you're not limited from education. You're not limited from learning. Learning is easier now than it was back when I was coming up. I didn't have, the information highway at the palm of my hands. I had to go to an encyclopedia. I had to leave the house and go to a library. I had to look at microfilm. When I researched, I had to go look at microfilm. You don't even know what that is. I would have to leave the house, bro. Go to a library. Have a library card. If I'm looking for books, I got to understand the card catalog, the Dewey Decimal System. These are things that you don't even know what the hell they are. Learning required more effort than it does today. So even if you want to challenge me there, what? You got the information at the palm of your fingertips in your phone. Even more so now than ever, you can just talk. Google has AI, ChatGPT. Like there's so many things that you have that I didn't have.
Yeah.
So
like on the business side, but like not in the situations I be in. You gotta learn from being experienced.
It's colder.
And the experience.
Listen,
and you just talking like that because you've been in the situations already.
I was colder than you.
If you don't know moving, you're not gonna know. You're not gonna know the situation you face with every day.
Listen to me. You said experiences.
Every day you're gonna have different situations.
That's where I come in. I'm the experience. That's why you come to me. So when I say, yo, tell the lady you unavailable, then you just say, I'm sorry, we're unavailable. Unfortunately, we can't handle the move. I wish you the best. Goodbye. That's it.
Every day you're gonna face different obstacles, man.
All right, bro. I'm done with this conversation. This is.
No, you don't want to talk. You don't want to listen, bro. You don't want to
talk because this shit. I don't want.
You don't want to talk though, but
I don't want to talk to some shit that you gonna keep making excuses, bro. I'm tired of y'all cats making excuses, bro.
I'm not making no excuses.
You see how Buddy was coming over here the other day talking, bro? It gives me pleasure every time I shit on him, bro. You know why? Because when he say certain things, you know why they do that, bro? Because it's hard to accept me being me where I'm at, and they feel like certain things should be for them. So when I sit up here and I try to give you the information, bro, what you don't understand is this journey gonna be tough for you, bro. You ain't really seen shit yet, bro. You ain't seen nothing yet.
I already know that.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Listen, you ain't seen nothing yet, right? So when a motherfucker is trying to give you some information there's no when a person's trying to give you information, listen to me. When a person's trying to give you information that benefits you, why don't you just why does it even now after 3 years and me being 100% right with you, from the information I tell you to do, even the shit that I say, yo, don't do it because this is gonna happen, even the shit that I forecast, why don't you just take the shit and just do it, bro? Why do you want to continuously bump your head, bro?
Why do you act like you've been teaching me something for 3 years?
2.5 then, whatever. It's been at least 2 years.
Not 2.5, 1.
You a motherfucking lie. Time.
No, we talked about personal stuff. We talked about personal stuff 2 years ago.
Not too. I didn't kept your ass out of the joint. Nigga, you done came to me with all types of shit, bro. Yeah, you done came to me, man. Bro. I swear for God.
Let's not act like I'm some type of menace to society.
Listen, for some reason, I don't know why you are.
Let's not act like that one was that one was real.
Listen, all that counts.
How do that? It wasn't true.
What do you mean it's not true?
It wasn't true. What happened with my situation wasn't true.
What do you mean?
That situation wasn't true.
What situation?
The situation you keep referring to.
Which one? Because it was two.
It was only one.
It was two, Ty.
No, it was one.
So Ty, you didn't come in my Discord talking about you was gonna go push somebody's shit back because they was playing with you.
No.
And I spent and you and dude was DMing and showing guns and shit. So Ty, now this is the beautiful thing about this. It was in a public chat room, and hold on, it was in a public chat room, and me and you weren't there. It was like at least 20, 25 people in that chat. So it ain't like it's my word versus yo, and then the people got to decide. It was 20, 25 people in that chat.
No, I went to go get
because you uploaded the pictures. The DM, the buddy was threatening you.
No, I went.
You was finna go jail, and then
no, I wasn't. Man, come on.
Hey,
man.
so Ty, I'm lying.
I can't do this.
Ty, am I lying or not? Just tell me I'm lying. I just want you to call me a liar. Please call me a liar.
Because you know I love. Maybe you misunderstood.
You know I'm the king of the receipts, though. You know I have no incentive to lie on you, Ty. What I'm allowing you for? You a shorty to me.
I wasn't going to never.
You a shorty to me. Ty, you wasn't in the Discord uploading Instagram messages and buddy and was threatening you and shit, and you was ready to crash out. You went and bought a thumper, and I'm like, Ty, don't do that. You didn't go buy the thumper, and I spent all day talking to you.
Man, I bought more than.
Did you or did you not go buy a thumper because dude was on your ass, and then I had to talk you down?
Right, say it like that.
All right, so that's what it's the same shit. It don't matter, bro.
No, I was on the defense.
It wasn't no defense because I told you to leave the rod alone. Anyway, I told you the dick wasn't good for you. I told you was going to end up in this situation. What are you talking about? I told you to leave this shit alone before it even got to that point. That's the point that I'm trying to make. So even in that situation when I told you to leave the shit alone, you couldn't leave the shit alone. So that's why it escalated to that point. I could have been like, yo, Ty, man, this Discord is for business and this. But I say, man, buddy ass could end up getting hurt. So let me tell him what's on my heart. Bro, leave that alone, bro. You don't want to go down that road because it could lead to what it led to. But you didn't leave it alone, so that's why it led to what it led to.
Man, so when somebody threatened your life, I took it serious.
But it would have never got to that if you would have left the situation alone months prior when I said, yo, this is weird, bro. Leave that person alone, bro. A person that it got your best interest wouldn't say or wouldn't do certain things. Leave that alone. But you didn't. So it got to that point. And there's been other personal things you come and I've had to, spend hours and hours and hours talking to you, bro. So don't get it fucked up.
Yeah, the business stuff just started happening this year.
Okay, but you kept coming to
me. Like I've been doing this movement stuff for like 2-3 years, like these other niggas.
You kept coming to me. I don't go in the Discord. The Discord doesn't go looking for people to come in. People come in. And then, man, I need this. Man, can you help me with this? Man, what you think about this, bro? What you think about that? All right. So there's been other situations on your personal side, but you need personal development. I don't know. Shit. Why you come over there? And I don't know. But I helped you. I talked to you. Some things you didn't listen to, and you had a hard head make a soft head. You had to go sit your goofy ass down. You didn't listen, and they kept
14 years.
And even in that situation, when it got to that point, you still didn't listen, and it led to God putting you to have to go sit down. And then you had to go sit down. And then after you had to go sit down, then you had to spend that money fighting it. You see what I'm saying? All that shit could have been prevented months earlier when I told you to walk away and leave the shit alone. But you didn't. So even in personal situations, you get the information. I tell you what it is, but you have to find out the hard way. You ain't the only one. It's just, bro, it becomes tiring for me, bro. Like I don't have, like, bro, it's just sad, bro. It's just sad.
One thing about it, everybody ain't as disciplined as you, so I already know I ain't the only one.
You know,
it's just a lot of people in here that try to act like you,
bro.
But they not.
Well, I'm disciplined, bro.
Or everybody will be sitting up where you at, but
bro,
everybody ain't.
You know why I'm disciplined, bro? It's because I have a strong mind, bro. I'm not gonna let nobody trick me. You see how Dirk in that position he in right now?
Right.
All right then. You know I
Which is why I still hang around you, because you wise.
You know I Jam doing what he doing? Because he was misled. He got tricked into that. See, me, I got a brain, bro. I'm not going to let nobody or nothing trick me up out my spot or trick me up out my position or trick me up out my comfortability.
I'm going to be honest. I try to get that same demeanor like you got.
It ain't a demeanor, bro.
That's why I'm studying.
The mindset.
I'm studying the way you handle situations. So bro, that's why I'm always,
well, it take time to get to that point. But if somebody's sitting up there telling you, yo, don't do it. I'm not telling you because, nigga, I don't want you to get a piece of pussy. The bitch wasn't really good for you based on what you was telling me. And based on the shit you was telling me, I knew it was going to lead to where it led to. It's toxic. Like, I'm not finna never play with no guns because of no chick, dude. Is you crazy? You go play with guns, you sit down, man, that shit gonna still be spread for the next motherfucker. You sitting in jail. You sitting in jail. She's still busting it open. Nigga, I'm never finna go do no sit down because you gotta be fucked up, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, y'all cats is weird to me, bro. So ain't no discipline. It is discipline. It's just, man, making good decisions. I'm gonna walk away from that. That person don't mean me no good. That person gonna put me in a tough situation. That person might put me in a detrimental situation. A compromising situation that I don't have to be in. That's what that is, bro. I'm not getting tricked up out my spot. So even
one day, man,
you gonna go sit in a little bitty ass box because of a chick. Come on, bro. Stop playing. Motherfucker, everybody looking at you shit and piss. Nah. Cool. So.
See, man, what Mark do is a real thing, man.
No, I don't. I'm not perfect, bro. I make mistakes all the time, but I don't make mistakes that's detrimental to my well-being. I don't make. You know what? I make mistakes all the time, bro. But I don't make mistakes that's detrimental to my well-being.
I understand, man.
Oh.
You know.
You let people.
Without you, I wouldn't even be here. So I mean, no.
You let people, like the chat people and the other people, like.
No, I gotta get them some attention though. Like they want attention.
No, but you ain't in a position where it's beneficial to you, bro. It's not a beneficial thing. See, and you ain't really to the point.
But I like to entertain it though. I ain't gonna lie.
You can't, because there's people in the chat that'll do you dirty. You ain't. Some people
dirty like how?
Listen, some people in the chat, they way farther ahead of you, dude. You going back and forth with people that
don't mean nothing though.
It means a lot, because if somebody in the chat or somebody out here is challenging you, you got to pick. Mama say, pick and choose your battles wisely. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Some shit that you just need, you on the come up. You trying to figure shit out. You don't know who these people is in the chat. Some of these people in the chat is well established.
Well,
so you going against somebody really because you feel emotionally about something they said or they joking, but you ain't really in a position to go back and forth with some of them.
No, I'm joking back.
No,
I'm not taking nothing they saying is serious.
You taking a little personal. You know why?
No, I'm not.
Because there's people that come up here and people be doing them dirty and they see it and they completely ignore it because they're more focused on what I'm telling them. They understand the situation that they're in at the moment, and I have their full attention.
Man.
I'm not moving the goalpost. This is a part. This is a part of the discipline. Being focused.
No.
Being focused.
We on the internet. Bro, we on the internet, man.
I'm telling you real shit on the internet. I don't play games. This is real life. This ain't an entertainment channel, bro. I make jokes as it pertains to business to keep you engaged. I had a conversation at your level to keep you engaged. We crack jokes and we keep it at a certain level just for the engagement. But as it pertains to business and shit, like some of the shit you come to me, it's all serious. If you come to me and you tell me,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
And you in a certain situation, I'm not gonna mislead you. Everything I told you in that situation was gonna happen, it happened, bro. And that's why I told you to get away from that. But you didn't. So that's why you had to go through what you went through. I didn't tell you, man, continue to be in this toxic shit so that you can come into Discord and tell these stories. Nah, I told you what you needed to hear to prevent what eventually happened because you didn't listen to me, bro. I don't want nobody to go sit down, bro. I don't want you to go sit down. I don't want you to go sit down over a funky motherfucker because she's toxic. I don't want you to go sit down behind them walls because of a jealous-hearted, funky motherfucker. I don't want that for you. So that's why I say get away from it. I don't want that for nobody. So I could have said, yeah, I'm going to lead you down the wrong path so you can come telling us toxic stories to keep us entertained. Nah, nigga. I don't want that. That's why I told you what I told you. That $10,000 you fighting the motherfucker, nigga, that shit could have been spent in this, in your business.
Like you said, man, it ain't the end of the world.
All right, you got it, pimp.
It ain't.
10-4.
First season and moving, man. I feel like I went through different hurdles this moving season, but man, I feel like I did good. I made changes towards the end. It wasn't
you got it, pimp.
The picture perfect 250.
You got it.
Oh,
pimp.
I'm just telling.
You got it.
Just telling it for the record.
And it's a guy like Cordell out there that's dogging shit, or Bakari.
But that's okay, because I'm not supposed to be there right now.
No, because you
it will come at a appointed time.
Looking at like that from that, well, man.
And the Bible will say it'll come at an appointed time.
Don't tell me nothing. The Bible, bro. Don't tell me nothing.
Come on, man.
You let's not do this.
Come on, man. In the Bible,
because when I look at Cordell or when I look at Bakari, and I just listen to them, I monitor them, and when I talk to them, their mindset is where it's advanced for where they're at in their first, second year. They ahead, nigga. I don't want you behind. I want you to be ahead. They listen, they consume, they apply. That's why they ahead.
I know I'm gonna make it, man. I don't need
all right,
no.
well then, cool. All right, bet.
I don't need that. I know I'm gonna make it.
All right, bet. Nobody never said you would. But it's cool though. I'm gonna let you go ahead. I just
They
can't.
can make millions of dollars. They can make
I,
millions of dollars before
I
me.
can't hide
As
it.
long as we all make $1 million.
Go ahead and enjoy your Friday. I can't hide these types of conversations.
Oh my God! All right, man. What
It's,
you want me to say?
it's just like this shit is just man.
I ain't in competition with nobody. I think you want me to be in competition with them guys.
I
Man.
just want you to listen, bro. Step your game up and listen. Listen and apply, bro. That's it.
Mark is the hardest on me, man. I understand, man. I'm the chosen one, man. I guess, huh?
I didn't choose you. You chose us. I didn't know you existed until you bring your ass in my Discord. I didn't know you was a person out here in the world. you
Crazy.
found me. I didn't find you. I didn't come looking for you.
What's up, man?
Wish you the best though.
All right, man. I'm gonna get off here. I know somebody else probably wanna call up.
I didn't even put the number up, to be honest with you. I'll kick it for another hour. 4 o'clock, I'm gone.
Yeah, I got the number saved.
Yeah, bet. Bet you do.
All right, Chuck. All right, man.
Yo,
Hey man, how's it going?
what up? You made it back?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, you up out that gym?
Yeah.
Okay, walk me through when you got to court, what happened?
Well, they asked me if I wanted a public defender, which I said I kind of did because I pleaded not guilty.
Mm-hmm.
But then they said that would have to go to another trial and that I'd have to come back in December. And after I told them that I was
What'd you tell him? Did you use the word I told you? Indigent.
Indigent. I told them that. They said, okay, well, then that qualifies you.
Did you say
No,
that?
I used it. I said it correctly.
Okay. So you told him you was indigent, then what happened?
Then they said, okay, well, you'll have to come back. And then I said, no, you know what? I'll just represent myself. And I had a little word with the prosecutor because the prosecutor questions you and what this and that. Anyways, they gave me the lowest possible fine for it, and they dropped the other charges on the resisting arrest.
So indigent, telling you was indigent, it helped you.
Yeah, so basically they basically dropped the fines like as low as they can possibly go and just have me make payments on it, basically as low as I want. They asked me how much am I willing to pay per payment, and I told them like, maybe $50 per month.
How much do you owe, bro? How much did they drop it down to total?
$300.
$300?
Yeah.
So now you don't have to drive back cross country no more.
Right.
And after all that high speed chase, resisting arrest, the only thing you owe is $300.
Yep.
Now, do you think a big part of that is because I told you to tell them that you indigent?
I think so, because they really looked at me like, wow, you don't have money for a lawyer, you don't have money for this.
Okay.
And that's the first thing I told him when he asked me. I said, hey, Your Honor, because the first question the judge asked me was, do you need a lawyer? Do you need a public defender? And I said, I'm indigent, sir. And then that's when he looked at me like, oh.
See, boy, I helped you out, boy.
It changed their whole demeanor, bro.
I know it did. That's why, listen. And this is why I'm not going to be on here too much longer. Because I'm starting to realize, like, I'm just, I think I've done what I need to do on here, bro. I just can't be. I'm a lot more valuable
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I can't be doing this YouTube helping thing no more. I think I'm gonna take my talents to the bigger leagues, man.
I think so too, man. Have you ever heard of
Take my talents to the big leagues.
Yeah, have you ever heard of Everyday Spy?
Never heard of that shit.
Everyday Spy. Yeah, look him up. He's private. He everything he does is private. He talks about stuff, but how he helps people and the clients that he gets are all private. Privatize your.
I'm just joking, bro. I'm not finna like. I'm not gonna be like on here like that, but bro, like I just don't think y'all appreciate me, bro. I don't.
I do appreciate it. I just didn't have wisdom at the time to take your advice like that.
See, that's the thing.
With all the thinking, you know what I mean?
To leave that shit alone, you would have never been in this situation with the money.
Absolutely.
You call people for their wisdom, but then you don't listen to their wisdom. That shit to me is it's just the fucking, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it, bro. I really don't understand you guys.
I understand. I think my feelings got in the way, man.
It's just a waste of time for me, bro. Just a waste of time, bro.
Man, I didn't intend on wasting your time.
Nah, it's all cool. You ain't the only one. I just talked to Mike before you who be wasting my time too. I just don't understand why I want to be fucked up out here in these streets. I just don't get that.
I don't. You're one of the only people I ever talk to about that kind of stuff. I don't have friends or anybody out here.
Why do y'all believe people? Why do y'all think everybody's your friend? Like, bro, I wish somebody would send me off like that.
Yeah.
You only got one time to show me who you are. I believe you. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt the first time, but once you show me who you really is, then I'm gonna believe you.
All right.
You know?
Let's see.
So where are you at? Did you make it back home?
Yeah, I made it to Florida. I just got a new job today.
What are you doing?
I'm driving back home from the gym.
What's your new job?
I got a job as a tree falling operator. So I drive a truck, trailer, and we work like a skid steer, and we just kind of like fall trees with this guy's company.
All right, that's good.
Making like maybe 200 a day. He said he'd start me off at.
It's like a real company, or it's like a.
Yeah, above ground tree services.
Cool.
Out of Daytona Beach.
Yeah, do that, bro. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't do the cargo van thing.
Right. Yeah,
it's not for you, bro. Clearly.
No, it's not. I really thought it was more lucrative, man, and because I've been watching your show since before I started doing this shit, and that's what inspired me is the fact that like all these young guys are like, you know, buying cargo vans and getting box trucks, and like it wasn't just making how much money they're making. I was thinking like maybe one day I could do that, you know. And I don't know, maybe that is the highlight.
Everything ain't for everybody, bro. And sometimes you got to know how to we read through the bullshit.
So then how would I develop a needed skill nowadays to have a career?
Go get you learn you a skilled trade.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, entrepreneurship ain't for everybody, bro. I'm gonna keep it a G with you. Don't take this the wrong way. But based on the conversations we've had, like with you and the women and all that shit, bro, like you ain't got the discipline and everything that's needed to just, like, you know, you make decisions based on how you feel.
Yeah.
Instead of logically. You know, you a lover boy type of guy, bro. And that's gonna always get in the way of the money, bro. So you just need something stable, bro. Go get a job, punch a clock, let the job delegate to you the task and just do the work.
All right.
Because you the type of person, like, if the chick look at you the wrong way, you just gonna just break down, and we can't, as a business owner, dude, you responsible for other people. What's going on in your personal life ain't their problem, bro.
Right.
And I'm just
What if it's
go ahead.
What if it's my own personal business? Like, I own a urban spice company, but I kind of just, it's been dormant right now. Like my LLC is just kind of chilling. It's not like I'm not using it. And I haven't developed any new products, and I haven't done any marketing. I do point of sale. Like I go door to door doing that. Like I sell seasoning, but I'm not
something that's just you and nobody else relies on it. That's cool. But like,
okay,
so yeah, bro.
Can that take off? Can I market that to like bigger brands or like?
I mean, I don't know nothing bigger. I don't know about the spice business, bro. I'm not a spice guy.
Yeah, it's kind of a small time thing.
Yeah, I don't know about that, so
but
I can't help you there.
Yeah,
but
that's just more of a family. It's like a family business.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, just go to work, you got your job, man. Work, man. Do your job. Go home, bro.
All right.
Yeah, do what I told you to do. Stop like trying to, People are cruel, bro. People are mean. They don't have your best interest, bro.
Yeah.
They're not nice either, bro. People are mean.
No.
It was a guy who was trying to bully me. It was a guy trying to bully me the other day.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I mean, you never even.
Huh?
That's crazy. You never even disrespected nobody like that.
Don't disrespect, but you got racist people out here, bro. There's racist people out here, bro. And then when you black and you got more than them, they really hate that shit.
Yeah.
They don't like it, bro.
Yeah.
So that's just something that, you got. So what I do, let me tell you how I don't get in my feelings. See how you got in your feelings? You know what I do? I just get to the money and just make them hate even more.
Yeah.
I make them hate even more. Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Make them hate.
Yeah. So don't worry about don't worry about nothing else. Just focus on my grind and everything.
Focus on your grind, bro. Focus on your grind, bro. Focus on you. Yeah, focus on you, man. Block out the noise, bro.
Okay.
And then develop you a level of, you got to get you a little, you got to toughen you up a little bit.
Yeah. That's why I got a gym partner right now that I'm training with. So.
Well, it's a little bit more. It's more than the gym. Like your toughening up is more like in here than physical. You know what I'm saying? You got that letting people sell you a dream, take advantage of you, and then that lover boy. You gotta get that. You gotta fix all of that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so get on your munyon. You know what munyon is, right?
Yeah.
Get on your munyon. No, get focused, bro.
That's right.
You hear me?
I hear you, man.
You been listening to that music I told you to listen to?
Still listening to it. I've been listening to Too Short last night, all day yesterday, man.
What you was listening to?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Dude, I don't even remember. I don't remember which song it was, but like, it's the way he talks about women's body, man. It's like makes me think, like, makes me look at it in a different way. Like,
okay. All right.
Like you kind of be doing what you do to go out there and like attract a certain type of woman, but not even that. Like, if you have that sex appeal yourself, and a woman sees that, she's gonna act a certain type of way around you, anyways. You said.
I think it's just a level of confidence, bro. I just think it's confidence, bro.
That's true.
It's just confidence, bro.
That is true. Confidence.
So out of everything Too Short said, to sum it all up, is just confidence.
Yeah, that is true. That's a good way to look at it.
That's it.
So,
but all right, I'm glad you made it back, man. I told you I was gonna check on you, man. Glad you listened.
Thank you, guys.
Use the word I told you use. Now you only owe $300 because shit, they could have slammed you. You went on a high speed chase and all type of shit, bro.
Yeah.
Resisting arrest, all type of crazy.
Yeah. Right. I told the prosecutor, hey, they didn't read me my rights, and I'm gonna fight this. And he said, well, just have them throw it out. I said, okay, thanks.
Cool.
Okay. Cool with me.
All right.
That works.
For you. Works for you.
Yeah.
Cool, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
No. Next level, man. Well, not next level, just back to my basic, grind.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's all you got
Keep
for
pushing.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, bro.
All right, man. Thank you.
Peace. All right. We're going to take one more? Or no? Or no? You taking one more or no?
And we can't see the until we get the transcript. And we at this point, we have to wait or rely on people like Traplo Ross, Steady Nash, and other people who's in the court that they could kind of give us a overall, feeling. Pause.
But I'm honestly feeling like Jam is actually putting in a lot of good work, and basically he really singing for his supper when it comes to this cooperating and really trying to put Dirk away. He clearly wants to put Dirk away. He's not scared of Dirk. He's looking right at Dirk. He's smiling. He's laughing, chuckling at times at Dirk, and it is intense. So I just can't believe what I'm seeing, to be honest with you. But Jam in there with the utmost confidence. He had the whole courtroom laughing at certain points. Like Brian Steele's saying to him stuff, like Brian Steele's being slick, being like, oh yeah, Mr. Minister. Jam talking about, bruh, that is not my name, sir. He's talking about, that ain't my name. We talking about Mr. Minister, that ain't my name. Like, he having little jokes, he having his little moments. I'm not gonna lie, I'm impressed. There was one moment, okay, where they basically, Brian Steele said, you wearing sweatpants when you did the hit that said rats to riches. Jam said rats to riches. He said that said rags to riches. He said, you a lawyer, you supposed to be able to read, nah? He basically said, ain't no way I would have warned them if they said rats to riches. Now, there were a couple of times where Brian...
All right, we're going to take one more or no? 312-772-5483. Can I get my thoughts on Blueface? I watched the clips, but I don't really have thoughts on him. I think he gonna do what he got to do to keep interest on him so he can continue to make money from Zeus and Kick. Do I think the shit he be doing on there is really him? Yeah. Just think that's how he is. You see how he treats his mom, so I wouldn't expect anything different from the women he deal with. Look how he treat his mom. So whatever women want to deal with that, then God bless them. There's women that's willing to put up with that. Let them put it up. Let them put up with it. I don't feel bad for them. I don't really think nothing of him. I think he a representation of a lot of guys. It's just he he's on Kick, and you see it. So this is what it is. We taking another call or no? 312-772-5483. Doesn't sound like he running up a bag like that. He did better. He told her he didn't do evictions, but still booked her. That's his fault for ignoring his own policies. Shout out to Juan. I didn't see you in here, Juan. How can a young business owner correct those mistakes made in their eyes? Correct mistakes made in their eyes? What do you mean? Correct the mistakes that you made? Acknowledge the mistakes you made and seek the information you need to seek to figure out how to do the things the right way and fix the problem. Dandy's World. I've done moves in a box truck, did a local job, 50 miles for $2K. Code switch. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for earlier. Code switch. Yeah, I know how to do that. Really, really good. Really, 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 really good. Real talk. We had to move a sofa up 6 flights of stairs. Customer was surprised when we made it to the top. That ain't shit. I mean, that's good for you, but shit. Been plenty of high rises where customers had couches that might have fit in the previous spot and didn't fit in the elevator, and they had to go up 30, 40 flights. I've had a few of those. We're gonna take one more. I said I'll go to 4, so do. I'll go to 4, then I'm gone. Shout out to Asma Roller in the building. Anybody heard from Kirk? I ain't heard from Kirk in months. Anybody heard from Kirk? Anybody talk to Kirk? Take one more. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna wait till 4. I'm gonna put a timer up. Nobody don't call. I'm gone. A timer. Timer. Delete this. Delete that. Would I get a broker freight salesperson on here? No. That's more like Mike, Entre Mike, or like a box truck bro type of content type of thing. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. You said call him? Nah, cause I don't got time. He gonna want to talk too long, and I'm finna get out of here. Maybe another day when I got more time, but today I just don't got the time to talk that long. He gonna want to talk. And I don't want to do that long of a talk. Who is this?
They do it all. They do it all.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah, maybe next week, Pippi, I'll call him, or a week after that. All right. That's it for me. Hope y'all have a good weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. To the guys that's doing the moving, you know, you should get a lot of money this weekend. Stay safe. And have a good weekend. Peace.